The tower of the High Clerist pierces the cold sky. The chill wind blows snowy swirls across the Solomnic knights huddled on the battlements. This is their last stand. Behind the pass they guard sits the gleaming city of Palanthus. The wall will be lost if the city falls to the dragon army. All eyes strain south across the rolling plains of Solamnia. The knights hear the distant thunder of a vast horde on the march. An enemy line more than 1,000 strong is sighted moving toward the tower. The knights glance from side to side, divided by politics and their strict code of honor. The knights can only withstand the coming assault if they unite against the common enemy. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
Been like, yeah, we're out of here. We're like level 4. There's no way we should be up against them.
Right?
I don't know the
figured
CR of
it couldn't have been
characters,
wrong.
and we are talking about our Sunday night game where Michael, as the DM, killed not one but 2 of my characters by having things eat them. And again, as I said to the guys earlier, this is not the first time Michael has eaten one of my characters. It's becoming an unsettling trend. But
Well, hold
welcome!
on.
We're live, by the way.
It was the monster.
Oh,
we're
live
live
now.
Yeah.
It wasn't Michael didn't eat your characters.
No, I mean...
Yeah,
you know,
I'm not a serial killer or anything.
That's
but,
what a serial killer would say. Welcome,
Of course.
ladies,
Yeah,
gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter Presents Dragonlance, Dragons of War, conclusion.
Yeah,
Possibly
right.
conclusion part 1, possibly part 1. There may be a part 2, depending on how things go this
Or
evening.
3
This
or
is the
4 or
disclaimer.
5.
We've never had anything more than a 2-part conclusion. So we'll see what happens tonight. So anyway,
So,
guys,
Adam,
we're going to
You
get
like make
into
a
it.
little muscle there. I want to see how meaty you are.
I'm not muscular at all anymore. I used to have some, but thanks for rubbing it in. Anyway, guys, this is turning into a sad start. I am Adam, your non-muscular dungeon master from tonight's festivities. And let's get into it, guys, because I want to finish this goddamn module. Let's introduce the rest of the cast. Let's start with Kemchan.
Hey guys, forgive the sound of my voice.
It sounds sexy as hell
recovering.
here. Don't
It
ask
does.
for
It's got
forgiveness.
that, what was that?
Nobody's
Barry
complaining.
White. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Anyway, I'm still playing Jadek, and during the fight, I'll also be playing Flint. And let's pass it on. Go.
All right,
Let's
let's
get this
move
thing
on to
started.
Michael.
Hey, I'm Michael. I'll be
Deathbringer.
playing Saren Fogsong. And just a wizard who is a speaker for the wizards. Pretty important wizard, if you ask him. Actually, he's a speaker according to Lady Marathonos. He speaks for the Sylvanesti elves. So, very important wizard. Elf.
Yeah.
And the blue guy, Rainsinger.
By the way, Bromenard says on chat something that I actually have on my business cards. He says, Adam brings the meat to the fruit of the loom and the looms, baby.
Ah,
that's right.
disgusting.
And I put that on my business card and everything. Adam brings the meat to the fruit basket and the fruit of the looms. Anyway, also, by the way, thank you to... Thank you. This is not that funny, goddammit, Michael.
I'll tell you later.
I think you just got it. You just have to-
No, it's probably not age appropriate. So
Oh, that's okay. The only 0.05% of our listeners are 18 to 22, and everybody else is older.
All right. I'll just go on.
Boo. All right. Thank you, Ciderin, for subscribing. Ciderin has subscribed for 32 months. Huzzah.
Hey.
Amazing.
Huzzah.
That's awesome. Aquanitis, hello. Vaharoon, hello. Brominard, of
Aquanitis
course,
is
hello.
a cool fucking name.
Aquanitis is a cool name. That is a good one. And Will is intimating that the rest of you have dumb names. That's what I hear. So let's move on to Will. Player. Yeah, not great.
Kabang.
Looky here. I'm playing a fella. His name is Smeen the Broga. He's a huge bodybuilder. He's northern barbarian. He's not a flabby man like fucking Adam is with his little girly arms.
Will knows the way to my heart with his Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. How can I be mad at Will? You know what? Will might not die tonight just because of how he started this episode.
Only if he keeps talking like that.
Yes, yeah.
I can't.
Oh god.
He will too. He will too.
I play tested the D20 version of Conan, and I played Conan. Okay, just so you know.
All right. And last but not least, Gaz.
Hi, I'm Gaz, and I'm playing Kurlithlon, the half-elf rogue scout. I would like to just quickly point out to Brominard, what have we ever done on this channel that makes you think that this is a business?
Yeah, no, we lose money every time we stream.
Yeah.
By we, I mean me.
Anyway, that's me, Gaz, playing Kurlithlon. Go ahead, take it away, Adam.
All right, guys. Antecedently on DragonLance, basically the guys fucked around for the entire session, ignoring the fact that I told them multiple times that they didn't need to rest. They went to go find a place to rest, and of course they rested in a place that was infested with more skeletal knights. They did beat them, but it wasted an entire episode. That being said,
Was it a waste?
Actually,
It was
it
exciting.
was a pretty
entertaining.
fun. It was a pretty
And,
fun
yeah.
episode, actually, because you guys were.
Fogsong learned how to control the Dragon Orb.
Yes, and more importantly, even what the Dragon Orb does, which,
Yes.
well, at least part of what it
A
does.
battle
which-
plan.
yeah.
But she can now tell the idiot generals outside how to actually defeat these dragons without just killing all of their people.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not the idiot general outside will listen, we'll find out. I'm guessing not, just because, but you never know.
And that brings us to tonight's episode.
The idiot general outside.
That's a good name.
So, speaking of the idiot general, Derek Crownguard says, and we'll go back a little bit to restart the conversation. I'm glad you're finally here. They told me you've been in there for days. We showed up.
Yes, we were figuring out how to take care of your little problem out
Yes,
here.
I figured it out already. They are on the
No,
move.
you
the
haven't
Dragon
figured out
Eyes.
anything yet. But go ahead and entertain us with your thoughts.
We must go and bring the fight to them.
Uh-huh. Would you like to kill all of your men or just a few of them?
No, we shall be victorious.
Uh-huh. Would you like to kill all of the dragons without killing all of your men?
Yes.
Then bring them here.
Bring them here to the tower. That's foolish.
Exactly. Bring them here to the tower. I will call them inside, where there are kill chambers for dragons. We can put your people in a nice, safe little alcove. Dragon
Insight
crawls
check.
in.
Sorry, you can continue your speech
Dragon
while he
crawls
does.
in. We chop its head off. It's dead.
Dragons
Thanks,
crawl in,
Pete.
but they don't crawl out.
Until we're done. Exactly. I think I'm going to call it the Dragon Hotel.
There it is.
Oh, the Dragon Hotel. He's going to roll with disadvantage then.
Dragons check in, but they don't check out.
Check out.
I forgot about that. You made that joke last time. How can you do this?
Because I'm a
He's-
powerful and exceptional. Have we properly met? I am
Yes, we
Saren
spent.
Fogsong.
You can
I
just come
speak for the
inside, man.
Sylvanesti elves. I speak for Lady Marathanos. See, she even has her signature here in my spellbook.
I speak. I don't know
Come
who
on in.
that
I'll,
is.
I'll show you, man. It's easy to see.
I speak for the Knights of Solamnia.
Oh, good for you. Thank you. Excellent. So now we have a bunch of fighters who can go inside and actually, do the chopping of the head off thing, because I'll be busy calling the dragons inside.
That does not sound like fighting.
That sounds like winning. I know there's a challenge here that you'll just be able to win, but you can do it. And I'm giving my best haughty elf.
Oh, you're there, man.
No, you're doing it great. No,
you don't have to work too hard.
You
to
are
get
playing a great
Yeah, you got it.
Honesty Elf right now.
You got it.
You got
Yeah, this is actually when I read any book that I read that had a Sylvanas the Elf, this is how they sounded to me. Mark Kennan, Joffrey. And he pulls the two aside, and they whisper to each other. For a few minutes, eventually they walk back, and they say, well, Derek Crownguard says, speaking for the others. And all of the knights basically are around. So we got like 1,500 knights. Now, obviously, we still have some on the battlements. But like all of the, anyone in leadership is around. But all 1,500 are now in and around the tower within the walls. Now, if you remember, we have, I will tell you exactly based on this, although I think there's actually more than what this says here. We have 800 goblins, 200 ogres, 100 archers, another 700 draconians.
God damn. Can we tell what kind of draconians?
Well, from where you are, no. Actually, I lied to you. 700, 1,000, 1,200, 1,700 draconians.
okay, I'm with Crownguard. I think we could take these easily.
200 light infantry goblins and 100 human archers.
This is the opposing side or our side?
This is the opposing side. You don't have any
That's what I
draconians.
thought.
on your
The
side.
goblins
Well,
and
you never
ogres.
The they can change sides. They can
So
grow brains.
there's
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There's
There could be 12,000 good goblins that really
Yeah.
just want to help.
Yeah. So there's more than twice the number of them than there are of you. Plus they have 6 dragons, blue dragons.
Yes, and how will they feel? How will their morale be when those dragons die?
Well, they will be certainly upset, but I still don't understand how you're going to kill 6 dragons with an orb. Did you say an orb?
I did not say an orb.
Then I
This
do not know
is a
how you're going to
spellbook.
kill 6
Nah, man,
dragons.
you gotta-
Means I am a wizard, okay? I'm a
Thank
wizard.
you, Xander Evercool, for cheering 100 bits to this
To
guy.
Adam.
Huzzah!
Oh, whatever. No huzzah.
No, that was good because I was
Huzzah.
down to 3, so now I have 4.
You know, Xander, we were happy that you were back. Were. So, nah, man, all you gotta do is come inside the fort, man, and you can check it out. It's all set up. It's really cool.
The measure dictates that the knights are not allowed to enter the sacred tower.
I don't know what you mean by how far it is. Measure what? I
No,
don't-
that's not. The rules that we follow, they're called the measure.
Oh, okay. And
Yes.
they say you can't go in buildings.
Well, of course,
They're
we
like
can go
vampires.
No, that's not.
They need to be
first of all,
invited in.
That's
What if
not.
we-
yeah.
Oh,
Jack,
well,
like,
hold
what
on.
if
I'll
we
go
welcome
inside
you
and
in?
I'll invite
We've
you
already
in.
been in. We'll welcome you in.
No,
Yeah,
we're
come
not
on in.
vampires.
Come
We're
on
not.
in.
I don't think it'll work because we don't actually own the tower.
No, well,
So,
see, you're
like
missing
the person who
point.
lives
We've
there has to
already
invite them in.
No,
Maybe the orb can invite them in.
I
You know,
forgot how
Castlehoff
insufferable you
was
lot
there
were.
for quite some time. He probably lives there, and as a Kender, he's probably acquired the tower by now, so he can just invite you in. I'm sure he owns it.
Yeah.
First of all,
Liars.
we're not vampires. It's not that we need an invitation to enter.
I don't understand.
We are forbidden to enter.
Oh,
But I
did
give
guys
you
break a law?
permission.
Right, no one cares what you think, Elf.
Well, you should, and you should start before I turn you into something on purpose.
Oh no!
Oh.
But I think you'd be more valuable on the battlefield than in the stomach of one of those critters that are coming. So shall we get along and fight together? Or shall we have a fight here first and the winner gets to take charge of your knights? Because I
First
tell you
of
what,
all-
it's not going to be me that loses. It'll be you.
Regardless, you will
Bam!
never control a regiment of knights. I do not wish to fight you, Elf. I do understand that your heart is in the right place, even if your mind is somewhere beyond the abyss.
Wow.
However-
that would be that would be an insult.
Oh,
We call that a burn in Solamnia, bitch.
Jack's like, oh.
I know.
That'd be an insult coming from anybody else. From
That's
you.
all I'm doing. I'm like, oh. Ciderin says Derek is lying.
He's actually not lying. It's in the it's in the fucking modules, dude. In the books, in the books, there are differences. So Ciderin isn't wrong about the books. However, in the modules, Derek is actually telling the truth. It's in the measure.
Well, that kind of sucks, man, because you got a perfectly good fort right here to fight all these guys.
So let's just back up for a second.
we have the ability. They will never expect us to attack. If
I
we bring
expect you
the
to do
fight to
something
them,
that's
we will catch them
brainless.
off guard. If we wait here, we are
How many-
sitting ducks.
How many dragons have you fought, Derek? Just out of curiosity. I'm not
Well,
trying to
I
be...
fought one. No, I lied to you. I fought two. One
Yeah?
at Castle Crown Guard, and another with your friends. And he looks at well, really just Curlithlon and Flint in Icewall.
Did he really? Did he?
Yeah, he
I wouldn't
absolutely did.
He'll take you for it. And he goes, okay, great. So you know what I'm talking about. Fighting
Then you
dragons
know.
out in the open is kind of suicide.
Yes.
If
I mean,
we-
where I'm from in Nordgard, we don't... What's it called again?
Ciderin says, "Fuck the module." We're playing the fucking module, Ciderin. You've subscribed for 32 months. What do you think we're playing?
I agree with Ciderin.
I think that Ciderin thinks that he has some sort of control over the content of the channel after 32
He
months.
does. He's just got to cheer.
Yeah, he just. Yeah. By the way,
That's
we
fair.
are sponsored by Ciderin 77.
There you go.
There you go. No doubt. That's how it should be. Okay, so
You know, there's an elven saying that I think is
Oh.
appropriate.
Oh, I want to hear this so
This-
bad.
here it comes. Here it comes.
It's a very old elfin saying, but it says, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. But if you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. And if you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. And it seems to me that third category applies to you.
Is that mouse
Yeah.
done?
It is.
That's definitely an
it's,
elf thing. It's so long.
It's
Oh.
Sun
Yeah.
Tzu, of course, but
I think so, yeah.
Where I come from, we don't take that much time to say stuff.
In my first band, Pure Logic, we had a song called Mao is Now, where I would read a topical Mao Zedong quotes. And then it was like sort of like a jazz type
I'm sure it
music
was.
background.
Isn't that where somebody from the audience yelled out, "You're a communist"?
Yes, yeah, and that's when we had
think I
another
remember
song called
that.
"Adam is a Communist,"
Yes, that's right.
created from that that very show. You're right.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah. Anyway,
I remember hanging out with Adam got me into more fights than I can. Than when I
no,
was
but
a
you got us
bouncer at a
out
bar.
of all of those. No one actually fought us because you're a big dude. And when Patrick was there too, he Patrick was a wimp, but Patrick looked tough.
Patrick would stand up drunk in the bar and yell, "I bet my buddy Kemshan can kick anybody's ass in this bar."
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
he
friend.
was much worse
Yeah.
than I was. I was just my
Yeah.
usual.
He was direct.
Yeah.
With you, I had to like defend you.
Right. Well, I was just being myself. It's not my fault if I
That's
was
what I
being
mean.
myself was just making fun of everybody
Exactly what
around
I
me.
mean.
That's not... every time I would I would talk
so-
myself into trouble, and I'd have to yell Kemchan, and then you would see it would always start off like this. And then he would
Yeah.
stand up, walk over, arms across his chest. We got a problem here, fellas. And then inevitably, no, we're okay. Everything's cool.
So, Crown Guard, right?
Yes.
Is there a way to lift this measure thing to like be able to use the fort?
Lift.
Yeah, I don't
the
know how this stuff
measure?
goes. You know,
Yeah,
where I'm
make it
from, we just do whatever's necessary to win.
Well,
So I
what we
don't-
do is
I-
we follow
I-
the
yeah.
oath and the measure. Our oath. Esulamus oath mythos. My honor is my life. The
Right.
oaths are the rules that we follow
Okay.
as
so
knights.
Okay.
Okay.
Janik steps up and he puts his hand on his shoulder. He's like, "But don't you want to win?"
Yes,
Yeah.
I want
Yeah, what he
to
said.
win.
What he said, man.
You know, I heard of a
Well, we're
legendary
offering-
knight
we're
once.
offering you a way to do both of those, to not only survive but to win, to save the lives of your men. I thought this was important to the leader.
Of course it is. And the way
Okay,
to
then.
victory is to kill the other side. We have
Yes,
an opportunity to catch them flat-footed.
No, you have an opportunity to walk these men to their own death. We're offering you an alternative right here. The way this tower is designed, it is designed to lure, capture, and kill these dragons. That's it.
Yeah.
All
which,
it does.
which is cool. It's not as cool as transforming into a big knight that you can go kick your ass in. But
True. True. This is very true.
I'm just saying.
I'm turning and pointing this way because on my screen, Will is here.
I'm going to point down.
True.
Well, hold on. Let me see. I'm going to point over that way. Well,
Mark
good
You're
luck.
going to walk into the tower.
Mark Henry.
We're not saying you don't have to walk into this tower. You say you can't, fine. All I'm saying is the way to win is right here. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to risk your men's lives. You can show them what kind of a leader you are because you will promise they will survive if we stay here and lure them into this tower.
Roll me.
You haven't been in there. We have been in there. We've seen the way it's designed. He has talked to the orb. Yes, I know how that sounds, but it's true. He's a wizard. He's talked to the orb. This is the way it should be done.
Not
This
to
is what
mention-
this tower is for.
if you could stop this attack and kill these dragons, how far back do you think that would set the dragon armies? Just saying.
Roll
I think
me.
you- There you
And
go.
he leans in really close. He leans in really close to Crown Guard. He goes, and they will sing songs of you for eons to come.
Oh yeah. Oh, well
roll,
played.
Somebody. Actually, it's gonna have to be Kemchan now because
It
of that.
has to be. He
Kemchan,
gave
roll
the
me
speech.
with advantage a persuasion roll.
And don't forget, Kemchan, you have inspiration, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I do have inspiration.
I smell a 20 coming.
All right, with 17 with
17.
advantage.
Okay. He looks at you for a moment, nods his head.
And Janice is like, huh? Huh? Yeah.
Markennan, Joffrey, Uthshits. Come with me.
Shits. Is that his real name?
His name is Thomas Uthshits, yes.
That is so wrong.
It's better than what I called him last time, which was like Shitstack or something like that. I don't remember exactly. That was not his name. The four of them huddle. So we have the leaders of the Knights of the Rose, which is Derek Guard, Knights of the Sword, which is Alfred Markennan, and Knights of the Crown, which is now Michael Joffrey, because Alphatian, who did have co-leadership over half of them, is now dead. So let's keep that in mind, though. So everything, by the way, up until this, if you remember, I was keeping track of your deeds throughout the course of the adventure, starting at Whitestone Council. And I do have a spreadsheet here that basically shows where the knights are and how susceptible they are to your persuasion. As well as the morale of the knighthood. They discuss this for not so long, although it seems like forever. It's probably 15 minutes, but it seems like an endless amount of time, as you now know that the Blue Lady's army is marching toward Palanthas. Standing between Palanthas and the army is you at the Tower of the High Clerist. You do remember the old saying that as long as there are men of faith defending the tower, it has never fallen. What that means, it's hard to say. That's up for you to decide.
Spell book.
What was that?
Whoa.
That's your
I
night.
pull up my spell book.
Quite a
Spell
book.
book. That's what that means.
All right. That's a cool book. Where'd you get that?
My daughter gave it to me for Christmas.
It's pretty cool. The four of them come back. You see Uthshits talking to Sir Stefan Normandou, and of course Uthshits' Squire Tenpenny is side by side with him at all times. Do not remember what Squire Tenpenny's first name is, but it's
Did he even
irrelevant.
have one?
He did. I just don't remember what it was. And Derek says, if you can really take on the dragons, do so. We, and he looks at Markennan and Joffrey, who everyone roll me an insight check. I'm going to give you a free roll here. That's an 11 for Jadek, a 23 for Curliflon, of course, and a 17 for Fogsong. Fogsong and Curliflon, you going to roll, Smeen? Or,
Yeah, I got to open my character sheet. I was in there.
Oh,
So,
for fuck's sake. We've only been playing for 30 minutes.
and I haven't needed it until now. So
That's
there
an
you
8. You shouldn't have bought it.
go. I figured it.
You know what? Close that shit up. You don't need it. You don't need it.
Now with all these knights here, I don't.
And you guys, by which I mean Fogsong and Curliflon, notice that Mark Kennan seems lockstep with Derek. Joffrey, who's a bit older, and again in charge of like the lowest ranks of the knighthood, he's already, his leadership has already been challenged by Alphatian, R.I.P. Does not seem quite as comfortable with this. However, Derek says to you, again, if you feel you can defeat these dragons somehow with your magics or whatever, do so.
Maybe you missed the part where I need some of your people with weapons to chop heads off. I don't have that many arms.
It is decided that some of us will stay, led by Sir Thomas Uthshitz.
Okay.
The rest of us will not cower behind walls, but ride.
Instead, you will bravely
to
march
victory.
to your death.
We will ride to victory.
Shall we have your funerals now, or would you like to just be posthumously remembered?
You're totally harshing our vibe, elf.
Yeah, I'm being realistic. You're being human.
Yes, well, I'm rubber your glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you.
I can only imagine what elven holiday parties are like.
Depends on what kind of elves, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough.
The wild elves, I'll bet, are a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Even the Qualinesti probably have a good time. The Sylvanesti, though, yeah, they're more orthodox. Like they're a little more buttoned up.
Xander, we have some Dragonlances, not a bunch. Though.
Thank you, Bromenard, for subscribing. Counterglue, huzzah!
Huzzah!
And Bromenard is subscribed for 20 months, currently on a 3-month streak. Thank you, Bromenard. By the way, guys, you can watch us sometimes on Fridays when we play at YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, Twitch/Atomic Peanut Butter Group, Facebook/Wicked Studios 11, just because Will actually does stuff with D&D and geek stuff on that channel or that page. You can listen to us, well, this podcast anyway, by searching for Dragonlance Chronicles wherever you listen to podcasts. However, you can also listen to our Eberron : Morgrave Mythos, which we will be playing next week. Gaz is the DM for that, as he takes us through the mysteries of Eberron. And you can listen to that on Spotify, and I'm pretty sure it's Amazon Podcast, or whatever the podcast is on Amazon Prime Podcast. I don't know what it is. Amazon Music. I don't know. Whenever they have whenever Amazon has the podcast on, you can listen to it on that. And we're starting to get a following there too, Gaz. It's picking up.
And that's good, because we're going to be picking up with some more episodes of Eberron in the near future.
Yeah, next week, for example.
I mean, beyond that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Anyway, guys.
I love what Bromenard wrote. Starting anywhere between 9 and 9:40.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Look,
usually
we're
closer
not
to
promising
9.
anything like punctuality here.
Yeah, usually closer to 9:40. Although today, man, we were basically on time. So, Derek, again, he nods at you and says, best of luck.
Can I try one more time?
Sure, of course you can. This is D&D. You can do whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying to him. Now, can I try to...
And that's what he says to you.
One more time. I think we have misunderstood each other. You see, I am much older than you, and conceivably I've seen more things than you. I've seen...
Oh, here comes the respect your elders.
March off to battle. To die. For no real reason. I know. I'm getting to the good part. Okay, I'm getting to the good. Would you quit interrupting? I'm sorry about that.
And he, when you say that, he looks over at Joffrey and he goes, and you can see him mouth, "What did I tell you?"
Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I understand you have your oath, you have your measure, and that's all well and good. But, you know, maybe you could consider a little thing called, and I know this is a big word for you, strategy.
Oh, yes.
Strategy. You know, a little bit of strategy might keep your knights from, well, you know, dying.
We have a strategy.
Yeah, you don't have a good strategy.
It is called victory.
You have a close
It
your eyes,
culminates
scream as
in
loud as you
heroism.
can, and run as fast as you can towards people shooting arrows at you until you're all dead. That's your whole
Curliflon,
strategy.
roll me another insight check because you're super good at this.
Sure, yeah.
Watch him roll a 1. 16.
Not great. Not great.
That's okay. You only need a 15.
Yeah, okay.
I just look at the knights and go, and he's the diplomat.
Derek. He is a diplomat. Derek, since you've known him, has kind of become more and more unhinged as time has gone on. And you feel like this dude may not be firing on all cylinders here.
Okay.
But it's not much different from the moment you met him.
I mean, you know, military dudes. What the hell do I know about
No, you're just some hippie half elf.
that? Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm assuming that's what any person in a, you know, high up military position is like.
That's fair.
Increasingly unhinged.
Yeah. All right. So, he says again. We ride this evening as they prepare for rest. I'm not going to listen to your bad vibes, dude. We will be victorious. I will show all of the knights, including Sir Uth Wistan, that I am more capable and fit to lead the knights back to their former glory with this victory.
Yeah.
They will be at camp. We will attack them at night. And even though the odds are seemingly insurmountable, as you would love us to believe, Elf,
I believe you're the one who had the intelligence report about the size of their troops.
yes, and I'd read them off from the book specifically.
Yes, and that still didn't click in your head at all. I'm sorry.
It will make the victory all the more glorious. Now, if you are able to take these dragons out of play, well, that will help. That said, we do have some DragonLances that were provided for us by the silver-armed blacksmith.
Oh, he has a name.
I don't remember everybody's name. Do you
Isn't
remember?
it
Theros
Theros?
Ironfeld. Come on.
Yeah,
some respect, please.
I've heard of that guy.
Well, you really think
He's an
that,
old friend.
Oh. Wonderful. Anyway, he's
Wow,
done...
You are such a dick.
he's
That's what Coley says to him.
He's trying to live up to Alphatian's standard. Weighs heavy on a guy.
Yeah. We have some we will take. The others we will leave with those knights remaining. I do believe you, and he looks at Curlithlon, also have a number of DragonLances.
Whether or not my companion here has dragon lances is really none of your concern.
No, it is my concern.
Because you are cowardly fleeing this site.
Damn.
Cowardly fleeing. We are marching
We're not going to get
toward
any
the
help
armies.
out of this. Okay? They're at least willing to leave us some guys now.
This conversation...
Good luck, Derek. I hope you guys do really well. We'll take care of the dragons here.
Thank you. This conversation is over. Joffrey, McKinnon, come with me. Shits, get your men together.
Well, since I know
So
I will never see you again, I do wish you a victorious death.
Right back at you, mofo.
Does he head off and like Uthshit stays or
Yes,
in a-
they all.
they-
Yeah, so basically, all of the commanding officers leave. Uthshitz, Normandu, and Squire Tenpenny remain, and the others march off. The knights themselves, the majority of them are preparing for battle. And
So when when all the commanding officers head
Okay.
off, Curly looks over at Uthshits and says, "So do you all have some sort of procedure for removing crazy people in your command structure, or just wondering?"
we do, however, it takes a council, it takes meetings, and frankly, we don't have the time for it.
Fair enough.
What is your plan here? I've, in the small time I've gotten to know you, you seem capable. Although a bit arrogant, just like my commanding officer. And he sort of looks at Fogsong and then looks at Derek.
And Fogsong kind of glances up into this empty air again and says, "Well, you know what? Next time you have to do the negotiating if you think you can do a better job of it."
That also isn't super helpful. That being said,
What's not super helpful? Me
nothing.
speaking
No,
to
you're
my
fine.
friend here?
Yes, no, I was talking to somebody else about something else. It
Oh,
was-
you have somebody that I put on Tasselhoff's glasses to see if I can see his invisible friend.
you don't see anybody.
And I'm like peering around.
You don't see you're trying, but you don't see anyone. By the way, great use of those glasses, Michael. I'm gonna give you an inspiration point. You for that one. You go.
Thanks.
There are only so many knights that I know will stay here. Others, out of fear or out of thoughts of glory, will follow Derek. What is your plan exactly?
To kill all the dragons.
Yes, that's
Lure them
that's,
into the tower
Right,
and
that's
chop
the
their heads
that's the
off.
lagging indicator. What are the leading indicators for us to be?
I
able to do
will
that?
stand in the central tower. I will use the dragon orb. I will call them all in, and when I get them into the tunnels, you'll simply chop their heads off.
How many
Yeah,
people can fit in
Wait.
the tunnels?
Oh, quite a
How
few.
many
Are you guys?
dragons can fit in those tunnels?
5.
Can you guys?
And there are 6.
How many dragons?
There are 6.
So
So
no,
we're- yeah.
I got a question. So you guys are okay with going in the tower then?
Okay is not necessarily the right word. However, if we
Measure?
have to, dude, you're making me second guess myself.
I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that we're
The
able to do
measure-
this properly.
Right. As part of the measure, we are not able to enter this tower. However, if it means saving the people of Palanthas, the people we have sworn to protect, even if their own
Yeah.
armies won't, we will do it. That said, the fewer of us that need to go inside, the better. The rest of us can man the battlefields. We do have some archers. That
How
are
many of
willing-
them are all together that were left behind again?
We didn't say, but if you would like
Okay.
to know,
Yes, I would, because I'm looking at them. Because if there's like 10 dudes there, I'm like, well, pretty much all, yeah.
if you're just counting them off,
Yeah.
you get just over 50, including the archers.
Yeah, man, you're all gonna have to come
Yeah,
inside.
you're all coming inside.
Well, no, there's only basically
Well, the thing is like
20 of the knights with lances, although not everybody has a lance. I don't. Well, how many lances do you have, Curlathon?
it's like 5, right?
I've got like maybe 1 or 2. You know.
You have a lot more than one or two, you bastard. But you tell me what you tell them. I'm not going to make you give any more than you need to.
I'm pretty sure I have about a dozen.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would be in archers and whatnot. You should probably be in here on these battlements instead of.
We're not set up yet for the fight, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Down in the tunnels. I know. Let's go take a look. Come on.
There's the tunnels, and then there's the battlements. Obviously, the archers will be on the battlements. Again, we only have 7 archers. There are 8 battlements, or because it's basically octagonal.
So 1 apiece.
Yeah, because
leave 1 left over.
Your heroic leader left you all here for.
Wow. Again, see.
Yeah, but
and Uthshits comes over to you, and he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, I believe you're trying to do the right thing. However, consistently bad-mouthing the leader of these regiments and somebody who could be leading the Knights of Solamnia is not a great way to inspire the troops.
You know,
maybe we just ignore him. You don't even need to talk about him. Just ignore him.
That is true. There was another knight, though, wasn't there? A great heroic knight? But he died recently.
No,
very sad.
Can't think of one that's died recently.
He found Huma's tomb or something. Very heroic knight.
You might be thinking of Huma. He was a great knight.
I've heard tales
very
of
valiant.
Yeah. I know you ain't talking up fucking Alphasian now. After slandering him for I don't know how long. It's like, you never know how good you got it until it's gone.
Yeah. Now, having Alphasian alive, by the way, would have helped this situation by quite a bit.
That's why Adam killed him.
You would absolutely have had more than 52 knights, including.
That's all right. All we need are the best and the most elite, and that's what's here, right?
As long as there are men of faith defending the tower, it's never fallen.
That's what I asked this Uth guy.
Yes, and he says, as long as there are men of faith defending the tower, it has never fallen.
So that would be you, right? You're one of these men of faith?
Yes. And my faith lies, you asshole, in you and your friends. As well as the knights that remain.
Well, then very good then.
Dude, Hey, back home, we've killed dragons with less. We can do this. We just need to get in and get set up. Believe me.
I'm just making sure that we're being left with competent troops and...
This guy's got to be competent. His last name's Shitstain.
You
don't go through life with a name like that and not become a badass.
It's
good point.
Oh, my bad.
Yes. It's roughly translated to Shitstain. However, it's a different spelling.
Gotcha. I got confidence in you, man. I know we can do it.
All right, well let's go get set up then and get you guys.
And by the way, and all of the remaining 52 knights go huzzah! And you look at them. They are average age 16. Their armor is mismatched. Their weapons, their swords, and their bows are in pristine condition. They've taken very good care of them, as is their armor.
They're still taking them out of the wrappers, one or the other.
Yeah, the armor that they have, many of them, they're kind of ill-fitting, as if it was maybe their father or brother or uncle's armor at some point, and not made specifically for them.
One of them has their mother there, buckling their armor on and crying, just tears.
Wiping something off of his cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all we need. We've got the best of the best right here.
Huzzah! They say. So, basically, as the troops prepare for their positioning, you have a total of Let me make sure I've got this right. 64 knights, 1 commander, which is Uthshitz. The second in command would be Sir Stefan Normandu. 7 archers, and 1 squire, Squire Tenpenny, who, by the way, is ready for fucking action.
He's the real dude right there. Tenpenny.
We did get the other stuff out from the tower, the stuff that we said we were bringing out.
You did,
right?
yes. You did bring
Okay.
those out last time. Now, do you want to provide those to the...
Oh,
Totally
yeah,
sure.
that'd be good.
To our
That'd be
heroes
good.
here, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So they will they thank you very
How many
heartily.
were there bows in that loot, or is
No.
it all swords?
No bows at all.
No,
yeah.
that's too bad.
I know this.
Yep, that was the first thing Gary asked. And then said again, there are no bows?
Actually, now after playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, I amend that to there's no hand crossbows.
Yeah, no, you can find those on every dead body, yeah.
All right. Well, one of you will take care of arranging the troops, right? Because I think me and the blue guy are going to need to go in and focus.
Yeah, so
on
basically what's going to happen is at sundown, so you have a few hours still. Well, basically you've had 8 hours to figure out your plan, although we're not going to take that much time because we want to get on with this thing and conclude this motherfucker. The better part of, well, you've got 1,450 knights going with Derek, along with the leaders of the Knights of the Crown and the Knights of the Sword. They're going to be leaving at just before dusk to try to catch the armies flat-footed. And again, you have access to the tower during this time. You can go up and down. You can see from like the from the battlements, which are about halfway up the tower. You can go all the way to the tower, but you can see very clearly because they're plains that you're on right now, and see that you see like the campfires of the Blue Dragon armies are lighting. You can see the dragons. There's one that stays with the camp. It's slightly bigger than the others. The others kind of sort of fly off a little bit into the mountains, maybe looking for food, for, rest or whatever. You notice that they never get too far from the army, but they don't always stick around the army, except for this one that sort of, stays by the tent that's clearly the commander of these armies. And so those knights are getting ready. You basically have, you can fit up to 20 people in these hallways, which can be a combination of knights and yourselves, or just knights, or you could just put yourselves in there too. But so and you don't have. Well, actually, you probably have 20 DragonLances all told. You have some footman lances, some of the mountain lances, which are going to be a little bit more difficult to maneuver in the close quarters, but it's possible. So you basically need 20 people inside of the those hallways with those herringbone alcoves, each with a Dragonlance. And you need somebody in, which is going to be obviously a Fog Song in that center room with the Dragon Orb. Now, Fog Song, you do realize that because you've used this now a few times, when you are utilizing the Dragon Orb, you basically have no idea what else is going on around you at all times.
Yep.
And then again, we have 8 battlements, only 7 archers. So if we need another archer, we can put one on there, or you can go with 7. That's fine. You could put all 7 in one battlement. You can, put them all on different ones, however you want to manage them. And then you have...
I can arrange everything if you would like.
Yeah, I've already... Well, I'm not going to show you this map yet, but you just...
I've already done it.
Yeah, well, but I can move your things around once you tell me where you want to go.
So basically,
and there's also along with the battlements, there's effectively a courtyard. Each courtyard has access to the like the main roads, right? Which if they are blocked, but as if the dragon armies come in, they're basically of the battlements and of the courtyards, I should say, not the battlements. Of the courtyards, 7 of them can be accessed from the ground. The 8th one is sort of butts up against the one of the mountains, because if you remember, you have this tower in between these 2 mountains. So,
yeah, we don't have troops for all that. Basically, it's going to come down
basically,
to...
you can spread them out. You can put them all in one area. You can spread them out between the 7 or 8 if you want, but one of them, I'll tell you right now, is kind of
We're going to leave one of the main doors leading into...
The main door is basically the east door.
Is there a battlement that overlooks that?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to leave that door open. We're going to put all but 50 of the guys, that includes the archers, on the battlement that overlooks that.
You have a total of 64 people, and you need 20 people in the...
Can we... Well, here's the thing. We've got 5 different things where we can kill a dragon, right?
Yes.
Can we fit?
But each one of those basically has a court. Basically, you've got a courtyard, an archway, a hallway with where you need 5 or 4, I guess, people that can fit with their dragon lances.
Can you pull that map up on the main page?
Not easily, because I already have everything set up.
So basically, it's like this.
There's you've 5, got an octagonal
5
building.
Areas. Yeah, there's 5 areas where dragons can be killed.
And it's starting from east and moving itself out to north and south.
Okay, you're giving us way too much information is basically what it's breaking down to. If we've got 5 different areas where dragons can be killed, we'll station 10 guys in each one of those areas. We'll have... There's only 1, 2, 3 of us that can be in those areas. So 2 of them, we could put Taz at one, I guess, and Flynn at the other, maybe. So then there's 1 character at each one of those areas. And those will be the guys that'll be equipped with the dragon lances. The guys on the battlement will just be up there, or maybe not on the battlement.
So wait.
See, essentially, what I want to do is I want to leave the doors
dragon
open.
Lances?
Dragon lances are going to be with the guys who are in these wherever the kill holes are for the dragons.
Right.
Because there's a point where the dragon sticks their head in and they get caught. That's where the guys with the lances are going to be at. Okay. Then what I want to do is we leave the doors open, because not all of those knights are probably going to die, and some of them might retreat. And what I'm hoping is by leaving the door open, they'll be able to come in, and maybe we can have some guys stationed there to just close the door. How easy is that to do? Is it like, how many guys do you need to close these doors?
I mean, it'll take a couple of guys. I mean, not a lot.
Okay, so...
But again, if the doors are closed, it's going to be more difficult for the dragons to get through. So each of those 5 doors
we'll leave those
are
open.
going to be open.
Yeah, we'll leave those open. But isn't there like a wall? That's what I'm saying. A wall that like separates from the field into where these other doors are at?
However, there are ramps of stairs that will go through, so you can get up into them, but yes.
That's one of the doors I want to leave open for retreating knights from this battle that goes on.
Retreating knights.
I'm hoping.
What are they retreating? Oh, you're talking about the ones that go and
correct.
Attack
guys with Derek. Got it.
Got it.
So that's why I want to leave those doors open.
They're not even going to be to the ground troops of the dragon army. by the time this whole thing happens with us calling the dragons to the tower, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Well, we
I
know
not
that
been
the
gonna breach
dragons
them
move
yet.
faster than the.
True.
Well, yeah, by an
When do
order
we-
of magnitude faster.
Oh,
I
when
mean,
are we?
it's
When are
like-
we? When are we?
Now they
well,
are also, by the way, they are basically at this point half a day away from you, which is why the.
Oh, they're that far away still. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought they were much closer than that.
But you don't know
But it doesn't matter.
how or when the dragons will attack. You
Then it-
don't know.
Okay,
yeah.
that doesn't matter. None
Although
of that
if
matters.
You call
with the
them,
door.
depending on the distance, we don't really know either how far that needs to be from when. This
Then
will
we
work
don't need
out.
to have nobody on the battlements. All of these guys will be downstairs.
We want to have archers. We have
For what?
archers. We should. If nothing else, as a distraction with the dragons, there are
But
6
there's-
dragons. There
True.
are 6 dragons. There are only 5 kill holes, and we don't have enough men to actually man all the kill holes.
But that's not going to
effectively.
make a difference. 7 guys with bows is not going to make a difference against 2 dragons. Period. One
it
swipe with a
might-
dragon's breath, and all 5 of those guys or 7 of those guys are gone. Better to keep them downstairs. The dragon, unless they
What are they going to
pop-
do downstairs?
There'll be reinforcements in case
Well,
something
well,
happens.
but
to the
what
guys
are they
that
Probably
gonna
hang
hang
out.
out by the wizard.
We want
Or-
them to be
there.
effective, right?
They
What are they
are
I'm
gonna
gonna let
do?
you
Are
guys
they just gonna-
plan this
we
while
don't-
I go to
They're
the
not going to
bathroom.
be 7 dudes with bows are not effective against 2 adult dragons. It's a waste.
No,
of
they're not
manpower.
effective. They're not meant to be effective. They're meant to be a distraction.
Why do we need to distract them?
Because we have too many dragons and not enough ways to kill them all at once.
But they're not
That's
going to
the
get.
thing.
But they're not going to get in. They can only get in through the doors.
They're
unless
dragons. They can fly over.
The whole thing's a big tower. There's nothing to get in unless they shrink and get in.
But no. You're saying they can't get
What?
like in.
The
I'm just
tower.
confused.
You can't get into the tower unless you're smaller. The only way to get in is through those doors. The only other entryway into the tower are small human-sized doors. So unless they get over and transform and walk in, we ain't got to worry about them getting in the tower unless they start dismantling it.
Okay.
And there's nothing that we can do
who is,
about
is
that.
there anyone who is not going to be in the tower here? Is everyone who is in this location
I think
going to
everybody
be
should be.
inside the High Claris Tower
I
in the
think
next
so.
short period of time?
Yeah, I think we don't. They should
I
all.
think we
be
need to
in
know from Adam that, because if that is happening, then fine. If not, then it's a concern that the dragons can fly around the tower
there. Oh, you mean and go to the city?
and go anywhere.
But they're not. They're going to be all flying around this tower just like moths around a light, trying to get into this.
Do we know that?
Well, according
Well, once he
to this
activates
whole
the orb.
plan is based on we hope
No,
that
but
happens.
no. Do we know that if, like, you know,
We
that they're
don't.
going, that they're just going to be, are they just going to be called there, or
We don't.
is it going to be like an irresistible compulsion that is the only thing they can do?
We
Because
don't.
that is a huge difference.
We don't. I have a feeling we won't know until
Does
Foghat
have
starts
does Fogsong
using it.
have an idea of that from the orb?
Roll me an Arcana check with this disadvantage.
I knew it. I
Foghat.
knew it.
Okay.
You got this. You got it, Foggy. 14. See, that's plenty good enough.
You know that they should be compelled to come. However, again, to Kurlithlon's point earlier, there are 6 murder holes and or 5 murder holes and 6 dragons.
No waiting.
It's a
Right?
You also know that, or you know, now the knights that are going to attack will probably kill. It's possible they'll kill all of them. It's also possible they'll kill none of them. It's also possible they'll kill some or most.
And it's also possible they might die too, right?
It's sure.
Because one thing I'm thinking of is if you have an opening, nothing keeps a dragon's breath from going through it. So, I
Which is
mean,
true.
I'm sure this place is built for that.
But basically, you have to keep
I
in
don't know.
mind that you may not only be fighting dragons, you may also be fighting at least part of this blue dragon army.
Whatever flies in with them.
No, well,
on their backs.
there could be more.
Well, they could pick something up and bring it with them, I guess, too. That's
Well,
the thing. Are we going to do it right now? Are we going to? They just took off and they're riding away to go do their
Well, they
attack.
haven't left yet, but yes, but when they
As soon
ride
as they
off.
leave, because they're, according to what you're saying, they're what, a day and a half out?
Half a day.
Half a day.
Okay, so it's a half a day out.
Yes,
Okay, it's a half a day out. When are the knights leaving?
they're leaving just before dusk.
Okay, so it'll still be a half a
They're
day out.
basically waiting for the
Okay, so
the armies to camp.
This is how it works. As soon as the knights leave, then Foghat goes to work. This way, the dragons are pulled in before the rest of the army can get here, and then we just fight the
Foghat,
dragons
roll me
and whoever comes with them,
Arcana check with disadvantage.
as far as on their backs, like the dragon riders.
So I'm gonna reroll that.
Good idea. That was a nat one for those of you watching at home. 15 is
You
good.
know what? I
That's
think
enough.
I can figure out. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
15. You have to keep in mind the distance between this orb and the dragons. The closer the dragons are, the more effective this orb will become to call them. The further away they are, the less effective this orb is to call them.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so what you're saying is
Apparently, this orb is
until the
range limited.
Yeah.
It needs
It's
to
like your
have batteries
Wi-Fi. Like it
charged.
works great in the house, but once you walk down the street, you're not getting to watch ESPN, guys.
So a half a day distance is too far. Is that what I'm gathering?
Feels
don't
like
know.
it.
Well, there's nothing to say that we can't try as soon as they leave.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
You can
because
try
that's
that orb
the-
as much as you want, Mike.
well, here's the thing. There's really what it comes right down to is we won't be able to do dick or squat against that army in full here. Doesn't matter how many of how we place these guys.
No.
So all we need to do is try to kill the dragons and then get the fuck out of Dodge. And to do that, I think we need to have enough distance between us and that army to get the fuck out of Dodge. But, number one concern is killing all those dragons. And to tell you the truth, Smeen won't say it, but if he's got a chance to kill that many dragons, he'll give his life for doing something like that. So he's ready to stay if necessary. But he would prefer to survive. So
Yeah. In chat, I'll just read you what chat says. Varharoon says, "Can the orb call one or two at a time?" ? And then Sidrin says, "Yep, this campaign is so bungled. The PC should just switch sides."
so bungled. The only reason he's saying that is because Sturm, his favorite character, isn't here to fulfill his part in the book.
Nope, Sturm ain't
That's
here. So
Sturm
you
ain't
guys,
And,
yeah.
and Sturm's stand-in Alphasian got killed before this point in the play. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
You do have his disappointment of a son, though.
You do.
That's true.
You do.
Yeah, but Sturm was supposed to die. here.
Bromanard says,
I don't know if
"Didn't
you wanna bring that
Krillithon
up.
get it on with Kit?" Yes. However, nobody here knows that
Nobody knows that.
Kitiara
That's true.
is the Blue Lady.
Yeah.
Only Zarek knows that.
So I
And
still
also,
think
nobody here knows that I got it on with Kit. 'cause
Except for
nobody knows
Zarek,
who's
who's also
that
not
is, who
here.
that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so. When the knights leave, I say you use the orb and see what happens. If we're able to pull them, great. If
It
not,
is
then we just
tiring
wait.
to use the orb,
It's
so
I
we
mean,
must make
yes.
sure to use it at the most opportune moment.
Yeah.
It is a
That-
great and powerful artifact, not something to be trifled with. I understand that you don't understand these small trivialities. I'm being nice. So,
You are being as nice. This is the nicest I've ever heard. Fox song, actually. So the blue guy actually nods his head and shrugs his shoulders like, "Yeah, I guess so. Guess you're right. You're right. This is the nicest you've ever been."
Hey, man, I'm sorry if you're not up for the task, but we'll try to make sure to not put as much strain on you as possible. I think we should still try it first when they leave. If it doesn't work, if you're not strong enough to do it then, we'll wait
it's
until they get a
nothing
little
to
bit
do with
closer.
my strength. It's the strength of the artifact.
Sure.
His hubris knows no bounds, guys. No bounds. I love it.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
I mean, otherwise
Let's
we
get
don't
these
have
kids
time.
in here and start getting them sorted out. I want a couple
Yeah.
of them right beside me.
I
All
say
right,
we
well,
still
the room
put
that you're again, the room
10
that you're.
per,
All right, so
and then the rest will be with Foghat.
wait. Again, you can
There's
have
five murder holes. We'll have
Right.
10 knights at each murder hole.
no.
I'll be at one.
You can
And-
have basically 4 in each one.
Why? There's not enough room for the other guys just to be there in case.
I mean, they'll be run
Wait,
over by a
first row?
dragon.
Well, I got to see. We got to see this map, man.
I'll
we
show
can't-
you.
we
I'll
can't
show you
make
the other map.
plans
I'll show you the
without
other map.
Seeing
Hold
the
on.
map.
Where is it?
Smurfs. What's that mean? Oh, blue babies. I got it. Oh, little blue
All right.
guys.
So, whoops. I gotta zoom this in here. So basically, we're using the ones on the sides because everyone has
Right.
a different number. Excuse me, of and I'll transition to everybody else at home so you can see this. So basically, we're not using this one. 'Cause this one's the outlier. We're using. We're taking the average of all of these random. Whoever drew this map got really lazy on the first fucking level. So essentially, we have 4 spots. Well, 8 spots, I guess. But if you have basically 4 people with DragonLances on each one.
Okay, ping what you're talking about. You're talking about these things, right?
The 32C
You're
room.
nowhere near it. We're over
These
here.
ones. Okay, so this is why we need the
1,
map.
2, 3,
But this is where they come in, right?
4,
They come up
5.
and
They come in through here, and then
Wait,
this is
hold
where
on. Where are
Fox
you
Song's
guys?
gonna be.
Yeah. No,
Right,
Oh, there
and-
you are. Okay.
Fog Song will be in the middle. They come in through the ramp doors, correct?
Right. Well,
Okay.
no, the Rams, they're going to fly in. This is where,
Yeah.
Rams is where other things can walk or run through.
Yeah, I don't mean that literally, but,
yeah,
this
but
is
that's,
the entry.
That's the entrance, yes.
Okay. And then this, where the portcullis is where they stick their head in.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And so there's 1, 2, 3,
We're going to,
4. There's 5 of them.
right, there's
Okay.
5 of those.
Now the guys, they are in. Where are these guys are supposed to be that hack him? They're just in here.
They're going to be, you see where these little alcoves are?
Yeah, they just hide behind
Yeah,
the alcoves.
They're going to hide behind the alcoves.
Man, they should have made
I-
something with
I have
some
a question.
fucking murder holes in it.
Those are effectively the murder holes because the dragon can't see them. The dragon will go through. The head gets stuck in these little circular chambers. The portcullises come down, trap them in it, and then the other guys just stab and stab and stab until they're dead.
So how far does the dragon get? Just here to, let's say, like 31? That's
No,
where they stop?
all
or
the
they
way
get
up
all the-
here.
No,
All
no.
these
So
little
this-
circular
All the
ones
way.
all the way
Yeah.
in.
Okay, so the circle is where their head gets up to.
Right, and the way that it's
Yeah.
built, and the way the dragons are built,
I understand.
they're
now.
not able to fly back out. But also, you have the portcullises,
Yeah, it's-
portculli.
It's
that
like a
are-
raccoon trap. I got it now.
Yeah, first
Okay.
of all, don't trap raccoons; they're cute.
Trash pandas. Okay. So basically, yeah, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you're not counting those because you don't have enough people. Basically, you can have. Well, I mean, again, you could have anywhere from 4 to 8 in those. You probably don't need all 8. You could make do with 4 because this dragon is stuck, and these you can have 2.
So
on
what
each
you're
side.
saying is you've already set it
Fucking-
all up and you don't want to redo it.
Yes.
Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
That's all I need.
But
Just
I
leave
can
it
al-
that
I can
way.
always
Hey,
redo. I
oh,
can
hey.
always redo. It's easy enough to get rid of.
Am I
Yes.
muted? No. Listen. There are 5 kill boxes.
Yeah.
There's 6
32C.
dragons. Let me. So we kill the dragons. We lop off their heads, and now
You
their bodies
technically
are
don't need
stuck.
to lop off their heads. That was Will's bullshit. You could just stab
No,
them.
we need
Okay,
to lop
whatever.
Yeah,
They're
he
dead.
does have
They're
a
lying
good point
dead.
though. Let him get to it.
They're
Yeah.
lying dead in there, but then how can we remove
Get
them
the
to
next
kill
one
the
in.
last one?
You cannot. That's a really good point. Yes.
They're single use only.
Yes. Well,
Well,
I mean,
that's-
eventually you
know,
can get them
for
out,
a couple
but
weeks. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
but
so if that's the case, if that's
How heavy is a dragon?
fucking heavy is the answer.
well, no, check
Really, really heavy.
check it out. We'll kill.
Because I can levitate dragons.
Better to kill all 5 of the dragons.
But also
here.
keep in mind, you can levitate them, but there's only so much space, and the further they go in, they're stuck in there. So levitating them out and going back, then their wings get stuck, their arms, their
Wait,
legs
do
get
you have
stuck.
like stone shape or something? Can you just like
Yeah,
sink them into the
80,000 pounds.
floor?
That's not gonna do it.
So we can kill 5 here, and then we got to worry about killing the other ones.
Right.
So if that's the case,
and
kill these
any
5.
Extra...
Kill these 5, and then go to the teleporter, go to the top, and then we can take on the other guys. Where the real battle will begin.
Maybe we should be doing those things at the same time.
Same time, yeah.
Why would you do it at the same time? Because those
Because
knights
otherwise
are
you
gonna
have
die.
a loose dragon flying around.
Right, and
That
keep in mind,
loose
the
dragon can't
dragons,
get
the
in,
armies
though.
don't give a shit about this tower. They want to get past this tower to get to Palanthas. That's
Yeah,
what they care about.
I got that, and we're hoping that the orb pulls the dragons in. The thing of it is that these knights are NPCs. They're not going to fucking do dick to those dragons.
They have
If we-
lenses. They're going to
If,
fucking
if, if,
How
the,
many-
if the I'm
We've
sorry, if the
got
module
12
is set up, not to metagame too much, but if the module is set up so that you can man this whole mechanism
Okay,
with
how many
the,
dragon
with the,
lances do we have?
with the NPCs, and that we're just supposed to be engaging that one dragon, then we should be doing it at the same time.
Okay, but
Yes.
okay, take that meta dragon stuff and meta game stuff and throw it out the window. How many dragon lenses do we have?
We already went
'Cause there's-
through this.
Oh,
A dozen.
We have a
already-
dozen.
No, you have
We have a dozen.
no, you
We
altogether
have a
you've got like 22 because they gave
Okay,
you
22.
Yeah.
22
We're
is
all
just
carrying our
enough
own.
to outfit the guys down here. It's not
Technically,
enough to
20
outfit
would be
and then
the outfit
put them
there.
up
Then
there.
You've got 2 more. Plus,
Then we got 2
Kurlafon
leftovers.
has dragon arrows as well.
I have some
Hey.
dragon arrows, and also I also undercounted the number of dragon lances
son
I
of a
have
bitch.
by an unspecified number.
You should have aimed higher, man. It's like, oh, I got 30.
I think there were 20.
No,
total
what I
to
mean is
begin
that
with,
what I
but
mean
don't
is that
remember
I have
exactly.
more than I said that I have.
Yes.
Oh, so how many do we have then?
We have enough to give to those guys, and then for each of us to have a dragon lance.
Okay, so all right, so then all of the knights are outfitted with dragon lances.
No.
The 20 that are going to go into the kill pit box.
Okay, so there's 20, and then there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 others or 4 others for us.
4 others, yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's
Well,
I undercounted by 4.
I mean,
That's
you
all.
could go fight them up at the top at the same time. I mean, if you want that, I don't care.
Now again, it may not just. I'm just throwing this out there because it may. You're only focused on the dragons
Yeah,
because you're either assuming. Now again, it may work in your favor. It depends on some rolls. You may just get dragons, or you may get dragons plus dragon armies
And dragon riders.
and dragon.
well, yeah, but
riders.
we got no control over the army. We're definitely going to get dragon riders,
Right, but I'm saying you should probably think about what to do.
If the
with
dragon armies come here, Adam, we're fucked. We're not going to be able
That's
to do
not-
anything.
That would be a
Except
shitty
run away.
game if it was just meant that
Well, what
if
we've
there
been
was no
presented
way,
with-
if there was no way for you
I tell you what,
to
nobody
defend
needs
yourselves,
to.
it would be a shitty game. And this
nobody
game
needs-
was designed by Tracy and Laura Hickman, and I defy you to call them shitty game designers.
Okay, then you haven't shown us what we need to do when that army gets here.
I'm not going to tell you what you need to do.
Well, all right then.
Here's the thing. All right, you can see this here, right?
And let's let
All
it
right,
ride,
all right,
man.
hold
let
on.
it rip.
Right down here. This is an outside alcove. This
Yeah,
is inside.
I know how to kill the dragons.
Where-
But these, I'm
It's
pinging down on this
okay.
map.
Hey, map.
We got right down here, starting at 6, moving our ways to
Yeah.
9 and 3. There are entrances to this place at each one of these. where there can be bipedal adversaries attacking.
Yeah, and it
So-
doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't.
If that army gets here,
Right, but they have to go
Doesn't
through. It's
matter.
not like they're all just bum rushing, right? They're going to have to go through smaller areas. So if you set up, you have some army and yourselves.
Adam, do you remember how many of those guys you said were there?
Yeah, there are quite a few.
There's no way in God's green earth that those knights are taking out even half of that. And if half of that makes it here, we're still fucked. There's no way we can defend against it. The only thing we can do is try and kill these dragons and then get the hell out.
Hero ever.
All right, then here's the thing. I have, as a tactician, I see no other way to do it.
What makes
the
you a
knights-
tactician?
Well, here it is. Tell me the alternative. You're superior. You're outnumbered.
Chris Andrews says
I don't know how
clearly
many.
that you need to activate the tower's Voltron defense.
Yes, that's what I've been
I mean, yeah.
Clearly.
If we activate the Voltron, then we're good to go. Then tell me
That-
what's the way that we can defend
Here's the
against
thing. I'm
that
going to
many
remind you
guys?
one more time. As
Uh-huh.
long as there are men of faith defending the tower. Now, I don't hear a lot of faith right now.
The only faith of the knights.
That's not true at all. It says men.
You have a
of
knight,
faith.
an elf of great faith.
You
Faith in the
have-
blue guy.
All right. However you guys
Faith in
want
the
to let
blue
it
guy.
rip. I'm
Look.
not trying to make any type of tactics. You guys figure it out and tell me where you want me to
If
stand.
only I had a Holocaust cloak. I have one. I got it off the albino. We're going to take a quick break.
We're gonna go find a wheelbarrow.
You're going to find a wheelbarrow and a Holocaust cloak.
And a Holocaust clothes. What's
I
the
don't
Wait, I thought we already had the
So-
Holocaust Coke.
That's right. You got it off the
Totally
albino.
don't understand this joke.
What? Princess Bride, Michael. Have you never seen Princess Bride?
Oh, ages ago. I've forgotten.
You
No,
have
I
to
don't
watch it
remember it.
again. It holds up. It is one of
You
the
should
best
watch
movies.
it every year.
This movie,
Every
there is
year.
not a more perfect movie than The Princess Bride. There's nothing wrong with the movie. Like, it's amazing, but there's nothing wrong with it. Everything about
Is that
it
the one with Andre the Giant in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Considering
Yeah.
it's like a regular D&D game.
yeah, I
say
know.
hour-
We're
hour
never
and a
gonna
half-
finish this by tonight, by the way.
No.
All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we are back, ready to kill these PCs, as Will just said, off screen. Kim Chen wandered off, but that's okay. We're right back. Guys, thank you for hanging out with us on D&D Fridays for Atomic Peanut Butter Presents DragonLance, Dragons of War, Conclusion Part 1.
Of 5.
Of 5, yeah. The way we're going, at least of 5. I'm Adam. I'm your dungeon master. With me, we have Gaz, Kemchan, Mike, and Will. Player.
Yo, what's up?
That was amazing. I loved it.
Did you like that?
Not only did I like it, I loved it.
Excellent.
What I'm gonna do is, and while we're getting back in, Will, you had something up in your Patreon. Want to talk about that while I pull this
Sure.
handout up?
Bill has a Patreon?
Yeah, who knew, right?
Yeah.
I found this out on Facebook.
I do have
today.
a Patreon. I thought you guys all knew. I see. You just
You
don't.
probably
listen.
You're
told
supposed
us,
to
but we
riff
don't
off
listen.
of that. Yeah, I've got a Patreon. Here's how I get to it.
Yeah.
Now, see, here's the thing. It's like when Michael said it, I totally 100% was like, yeah, and I knew that's what it was. But it's like Adam said, he goes, I just found out, and it was real.
I'm not a good
goodness
poker
me.
player. I can tell you
So
that.
yes, I do have a Patreon, and it's called it's not all Greyhawk stuff, but it is called the Greyhawk Project, and I've got D&D stuff in there. It's not just 5th edition stuff, but I do have 5th edition, and I have my whatchamacallit, the character classes, archetypes. There's monsters in there. There's all kinds of different stuff. A lot of it's free. The bulk of it is free, actually. And here, I'll put the little
Yeah, put the link in.
the
And
link in
if
there.
you want to subscribe, though, very inexpensive. Now, that doesn't
$3.
mean that I have actually subscribed to it, but I did see today that it is very reasonable.
Yep. $3. There's 2 tiers. There's a $1 tier, and then there's
What do you get for the
$1 or
dollar?
is it $2?
Jack shit? Basically
No, you
nothing?
just you're able to get in and have access to everything. The $3 tier
Oh, yeah.
gets you. I put up polls and I have people vote on what I'm going to do.
Oh, so
they get an actual
pulling the
say.
strings. Pull the strings. Pull
Well, and
the strings.
I'm designing an adventure right
Yeah.
now. For example, it's the Lost City of the Soul, and
Ooh.
one of the things one of the polls I put up was, what is the monster theme we're going with? Reptilian, undead,
Fucking
and
dragon, dude.
automatons.
DragonLance, so I'm going
And
dragon.
so
Blue dragon.
people voted, and so they voted for undead. So that's the theme of the monsters.
Undead bullshit.
Just saying, man. There's always next time.
Well, we are getting close to
What
Halloween.
people wanted.
Yeah.
I gave the voters what they wanted.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't do that. Anyway, cool. We'll check that out. The link is in chat. So I've put up on the screen here. You guys can see this map. It looks
Great
very
map.
similar to the one I was using just as the other map for our interior fights. But basically, okay. So we have the center is the tower, right?
Yeah.
The lightest brown, sort of the end where you see these turrets going around. The light brown are the battlements, which are about midway up of the tower. So, I mean, it's fucking high, but still midway up. You see this taupe? Is that the word I'm looking for? Is that the color? I'm not really...
I think we'll use it though.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily a Crayola guy, but I think that's a taupe color below. That is the base level, right? So interior, well, not the interior, but the way to get into the interior of the tower. You see this very light brown here. That is a I don't know, parts of the tower that are, above the part the lower part. I don't know how to describe towers.
That sounds about right.
So, for example, if we look all the way over to the eastern side, right, we have a mountain. Then we have a covered area for the most part, except for this little area where this taupe part is, this little rectangle of taupe. That means people can enter the tower on either side, go through. There's a little bridge above into an area that can be defended. But beyond that is where the dragons would fly through into the center and get stuck and murdered if all goes well. Then we see, slightly above that, so basically 2 o'clock on the, I guess about 1 o'clock or so. There's another little area here. We have a little, what do you call that? Not alcove. Help me out here, guys.
Alcove would be correct, I think.
No, not really. Not antechamber. Courtyard. We have a little courtyard here where people can go up into there. Also, the dragons can fly through. Same thing straight up at 12 o'clock. A little courtyard. There are battlements up here as well. At 6 o'clock, another courtyard. At 4 o'clock, another courtyard. And at, 7:30, we got another courtyard. Then we have finally another courtyard here over on the west wall, which is basically blocked in. Not basically, it is actually blocked in by the mountain. So, inside here, we have one, if you look, starting from the east and going, you see these little squares next to the circle in the center. We have 1, 2, 3 going up, 4, 5, 6 going down. Oh, there's 6 of them. There should be only 5. I went too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically from noon to 6 o'clock going clockwise, those are your 5 entrances for the dragon murder chambers. On this lighter brown is again where you can put archers, and they can attack either that 6th dragon or enemies that are trying to enter through those courtyards on foot. And again, you can put your defenders, whether it's you and or the Knights of Solamnia that you have, in any of these courtyards to defend the tower, as well as obviously the ones that are inside these 5 murder chambers. Does that help a little bit with the visuals or no?
Yeah, it still doesn't change anything, but
this is where the heroism comes in, and to see what you can do to stop these things.
Oh, I know where my spot is.
Right, you're right in the center. You're in now. This is obviously we're looking at the top down, so we're looking at the top of the tower. You're right in the center of this tower. That's where you're going to be.
I'm going to put myself over in this area to kill that dragon that comes in.
Well, we can't see that. You just tell us where you want to put us.
I'm going to put my guy there. Yeah, I'm going to put my guy there.
No, you can't. We can't put your guy. This is a
this is
handout.
A handout.
No, I'm not on that one. I'm the interior one.
All right.
Boop.
So you're putting you want to be with a DragonLance inside this chamber.
That's where I will be.
Okay.
He wants to deliver the killing blow to a dragon.
Hey, you know what? That sounds pretty cool to me. I'm all in on that. Kemchan.
Yeah.
Do you want to be inside the murder chamber, or do you want to be outside defending the tower?
I think Jadek would want to be in the murder chamber.
All right, which one you want to be?
Because I think he's going to want to take. I think he's going to want to take some dragon teeth as souvenirs.
Okay.
Which one?
You can pick any one of these 5. You can choose one of the ones that Smeen is in. You can choose one of the other ones, along with some knights. Whatever you want to do.
All right. Yeah, I'll pick this the center one, 6 o'clock.
All right, straight down the barrel. All right, so you're going to be over here.
Yes.
Yes.
place myself.
The knights do say to you, we could use another archer, but if that's up to you.
Yeah, no, I think Curly would want to be, with the group of archers. That would make the most sense.
All right, so basically, if we're looking at this map, 6 o'clock being the eastern side, what battlement do you want to be on? So
I think that would make most sense to be at the one of the two southernmost battlements.
all right, so either east or either east or like southeast, east southeast, I guess it would be.
The east southeast, I think, would make the most sense.
Got it. Okay. Where would you like Tasselhoff Burfoot?
Well, I think he would do wonders to be hanging around Foghat so that he's out of the way.
So we put
Yes,
Tasselhoff watching
I agree.
Foghat. Okay.
There you go.
I'm gonna cast Tiny Hut around myself, and my allies can enter.
Ooh,
Just
what a
the
great idea!
Just the
Michael.
named allies can enter. The
Yeah.
PCs, Tasselhoff and Flint, and that would be myself would make 6. So
That is amazing.
There's a guy at the door saying, "I'm sorry, could I see your character sheet?"
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
You don't appear to be on the list. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Not on the list, man.
Meanwhile, he's being mauled by a blue dragon. So that's a great idea. Although I will remind you that magic cannot pass through the tiny hut.
right, I'm assuming the orb has connections out. Otherwise, I'll put it so that my hands are coming out of but my body is, getting.
Do you have enough space? How big is the tiny hut? That's what you're drawing here, I guess.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the fuck you were doing.
It's let me grab the.
The little ruler.
I mean, I would imagine, but
It's 20 feet. I think it's a 10-foot radius for tiny hut, if I remember.
yeah.
So you
Or
actually
something.
could put it in half of there and just stick your hands out and
Yep,
manipulate
That's what I'm doing then.
the thing. Although, yeah, we'll say, basically you could do it. You just have to, arrange the pedestal and everything to the right spot. But sure,
Yep.
we'll let you do that because that's really a great idea. I'm not going to stop you from doing that. Now, what about Flint Fireforge?
I thought he said Flint was going to be in there with him.
Tasselhoff will be in there with him. What about Flint?
Yeah.
Yeah, Flint would want to get in on killing one of these things. I would think he should
Put him in.
the
Put in
outplays
this one
out.
over here. Put him right over here.
So we're
Where?
going to have him do it with the Dragonlance.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. Awesome.
How much damage do these dragon lances do so I can put on my sheet?
You should have one, don't you? Or no? 'Cause you
No,
haven't
that
even-
character's long dead.
Fuck. Let me pull up the Dragonlances here. Footman's 1d12 plus 2.
Oh, here it is, right here. So if I just search it, it gives Dragonlance.
No, you want to use
Height.
you want to use these Dragonlances, not these because I have my own Dragonlances.
Okay.
So you have 1d12 plus 2. It deals if the weapon hits, deals an extra 2d12 radiant damage for a total of 6d12 on a critical hit. So basically, that seems like a lot, but whatever. So basically, you have, if you hit a dragon, it is a 6d12 damage.
But it normally just does 1d12.
That's if you're using it against like Curlithlon.
Right, just normal guys.
Just throwing
but,
that out there.
but it does 5d12
Six.
radiant? 6d12 radiant.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so if it's 60-12 radiant, then it wouldn't be doing any damage for the. That'd be 7 with the damage from the lands. So you mean 5
70-12 altogether. Yes.
Oh, it's 7. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Verse Dragon.
All right. So, dusk arrives. I'll move everybody to this thing because we want to see that dragon and that fire. Dusk arrives. Sir Derek Crownguard yells out, Vosalamnia! And rides toward the dragon armies. The better part of 1,500 knights, including Sir Michael Joffrey and Sir Alfred McKinnon. I almost looked. I didn't read it though. I remembered it. Ride off with them.
All right, as they're riding away, I'm going to gather our troops together, and I'm going to say, listen up, guys.
All right, so now tell me what you're doing with the other troops, because that's a good part. But all right, go ahead. Do your
Listen
halftime
up, guys.
speech. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're riding to their death. Or that's just the way it is. But we are true heroes. We are the Fellowship of Heroes right here. You are the hero. Look to your left. Look to the right. These are the heroes right here. We're the ones that are going to kill those dragons. We will live without a sky ruled by fear. And we are the ones that will have made it possible. So while they ride off to their glory, we stand here in victory. How was that? Yeah, that's what you said. That's what I said every word you said to say.
Huzzah!
Sound pretty good to me.
They're really trying to buy into this, by the way. But again, these are kids that you've got here. Now, what are you doing with the rest of these children that you've got? These 8 to 18-year-old knights, very green. And, of course, Squire Tenpenny, who's
Amping
a
'em
fucking
up.
badass. Well, where are you gonna place them? Obviously, we have
So there's 20,
17
so
of
four,
them.
four,
We
four.
have at least 17 in the murder chambers, which leaves you with 27 plus Uthshits. So you still have 27. And Uthshit says, let us defend the corridors. Or the courtyards.
Sounds great, man.
No.
Nope.
No. You have more important things to do than be a sentry.
Well, no, but in case... Look, I do not think Derek Crownguard is going to be successful. I wish he was. But if I thought he was,
correct.
I would have gone with him. However, I've stayed with you. Now, you have the ability to kill these dragons, which can protect Palanthas. However, if there are any foot soldiers involved, the 27 of us will do what we can to stop them, as well as, of course, that's not including the archers and Curlithlon, who can obviously provide support from up above. But what else would you have us do? Fuck around and get your coffee, elf, and I slap you once and I slap you again. Snap out of it, man!
Sorry, you were talking to me. So I was having a conversation here. We were preparing.
Yes.
But yes. So, in your expertise as a military commander, you believe that you would be best served outside the tower, walking around the courtyard.
not walking around the courtyard as if we're in some sort of love poem. No, we're here to defend the
That's
openings.
what I thought we were here to do.
I don't understand what you think is happening here. If we have enough soldiers, including your own, to man the murder chambers, as you call them, we will defend the rest of the tower. The rest of us.
Very good. But you want to do that by walking around on the ground.
Do you want us to fly in the air?
I think it would be smarter those battlements that are up there.
Yes, we
Bringing
have
arrows
swords
down?
and shields. If
But-
ground forces come in, they will just walk right through the open doors.
Well, we need to shut those doors. Yes, yes,
You
absolutely.
won't-
Shut
yes,
the-
but
the doors.
who's gonna shut the doors if everyone's killing the dragons?
I thought we. Oh, you mean the doors the dragons are coming through?
Yes, there are still entry points there.
Yes, of course. I need to check with the orb here to see if I can shut those. If there's some kind of a magical way of shutting those doors.
All
Let
right,
me get back
I need you to
on
roll
that.
me a wisdom saving throw. Straight up.
Alright.
And I love how Sidorin, by the way, in
How I
chat, is still
close my
thinks we're
sheet.
playing the books. It's been 3 years, dude. 3.5. We're not playing.
No
the books.
doubt.
Still, this is what's supposed to happen.
It's
Damn it!
not gonna happen. Nothing in the books is gonna happen, dude. You've learned
Xander's
this by
got
now.
the
You
right
should have.
idea. Call the Eagles. It
Call
worked
the
for
Eagles.
Tolkien.
Yeah, that's
Oh, the Eagles.
There you go.
Eagles.
Tolstoy. Work for us.
I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
I know, right?
That was great,
Alright,
great movie.
Arcana check coming up. Boom.
No, I said
Or a wisdom check, you
wisdom
said.
saving throw. Wisdom saving.
Wisdom save coming up. And another one. And another one. And another one. There we go.
That 4th time's the charm, as they say. Mark this.
How
off
many?
in your
How many
character
do you
sheets.
have left?
I'm good.
Okay, good.
Nobody cheer for Fox.
Michael rarely spends his. I'm sure he's sitting on a boatload of them.
Yeah, Michael does rarely
I
spend.
mean, 5 less than I was at the beginning of the day,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I've saved up a bunch for this fight, so
Yep.
Arts and Crafts says the Blue Man Group can be Hodor. Well played. Yes, Master.
Yes, a couple questions for you. Number one, can you control draconians? I know they're not real dragons.
I
But
do
they
not
are-
know what draconians are.
They are perversions of dragons. Believe it or not, evil people have taken good dragons, cut them up, and when they're still in the egg, I don't know exactly how this works, and makes little tiny humanoid creatures from them.
Yeah. No, I
Very-
buy it.
it's very
I buy it.
disturbing.
Yeah, that is disturbing. I don't know. I was created long before these abominations, so it is possible I may have an effect, although I don't know what that would be.
Excellent. We might be testing that, so you might want to be thinking about that.
Oh, no, that's great. Yeah. I love
Second
testing
question.
out new theories.
Second question: can you control this tower? Like shut the doors, Skira? Do we have any defenses that you?
What do I look
Or
like? A fucking
activate.
Alexa? No, I don't. I can't. I don't shut the doors.
Doesn't know what the fucking draconian is, but knows what Alexa is.
Yeah.
He's lying to you.
It's
He's
one of
lying
the.
to
It's
you,
one of the
fuck ass.
mysteries of life, man.
Yeah.
So you have
That
no
guy.
way of actually. There's no like defenses that are built into you and
No.
this tower that
No.
you can activate. And
No, I
Very good.
I am housed here, and the tower was built for me to be used in this situation. However, it was not made to use to close the doors.
All right. Good to know. I'll be back with you shortly. You think about that draconian problem?
Yeah, no, I'm great. I'm curious to see how it all turns out too. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
All right. So yeah, I can come back and advise everybody. that
Xandor Evercool says a
we
sentient
are-
orb with a personality. Well, what do you want? You want a boring sentient orb or what?
Yeah, come on.
and advise everybody that the orb is unable to control anything within the tower. So yes, we will need to manually close doors and secure portals. And I would defer to the military tactical minds in our midst to how to best deploy those troops. Looking around to my companions, who I assume have more military backgrounds than myself.
Oh, yeah, that's where you're wrong.
We just went through this before, no.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to give Uthshits the opportunity
Command your men who shits.
to use your sparse group of
Yes.
Knights?
Otherwise, yes. Deploy a couple of people at each door so they can shut them when the enemy comes in.
Got it. All right. So he will maneuver the knights around the different entrances. So you guys get into your hidey holes. Those of you going into the tower. Curlithlon, you go up to the battlements. I won't even make you use a perception check because we're already up to 11 o'clock here. And we're never going to finish this battle before the end of the evening. You can see, as everyone's getting ready and getting their shit together, you and the other archers, because right now you can basically all look at like the northern side of the tower where the blue dragon armies are settled, and it's night. You see the torches of the Knights of Solamnia ride toward the campfires of the knights. Sorry, of the blue dragon armies. The dragon that was still in camp toward the back, along the what would be the commander's tent. You see it raise its head, its eyes glistening in the moonlight. It's a full moon, by the way. It's snowing, but it's a lighter snow than what has been over the last day.
We make hot chocolate.
You make some hot chocolate. Yeah, those of you in the tower make hot chocolate.
Hot toddies.
You see the dragon fly up into the air. No rider. Just because you have cool elven eyesight. You can tell that. It swoops down over the retinue of knights charging, breathing its lightning breath. A huge chunk, because they're all on a line in their formation, of knights in their metal armor go down. You hear the horns of war bellow in the still darkness. You see draconians and goblins and humans and ogres grab their weapons and attack. In what feels like hours, but is probably only minutes, as the full might of the blue dragon armies and the one blue dragon, not even the other five, tear through the Knights of Solamnia. They die one by one by one. By the time dawn rises, there is nothing but bloody carcasses littering the plains to the north of the tower. The warriors, if you can call them that, of the blue armies settle down. You hear the trumpets of victory. You see now the other 5 dragons, each on one side of the mountains, 2 on one side, 3 on the other, stretching their wings, circling as they fly around the battlefield. You see the rest of the dragon armies taking stock of the situation, looking over at the tower of the High Clerist. It takes probably 2 hours for them, and you see, there's a lot of cheering, there's a lot of celebration. Eventually, as their leaders walk among the ranks, calming everybody down, getting them into formation, they start to take down the tents. They leave up the bonfires. They start throwing bodies into them. You hear a cheer. What was that, Will?
I was going to say, you mean you're cooking them?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or burning them.
I could see ogres and goblins and all those having a feast, man.
Yeah, that's true.
A few hours after that, the commanders of the army get everybody lined up, and you see a figure dressed in blue armor, very, very small from the distance that you're at. Everybody parts as the figure walks through these ranks. The figure says something that you can't hear, but you do hear the cheer that comes afterward. The largest of the 5 dragons has been circling this camp, while the other dragons sort of sit up on the rock formations of the mountains on either side. The dragon lands down, and this figure climbs upon its back into what looks like a chair, straps itself in, flies straight up in the air, higher than you can even imagine being. You hear the trumpets of war again. The armies begin to march. They are maybe 4 hours, 5 hours away. The dragons circling, minding their own business, taking their time, but ready and waiting to strike. What are you guys going to do?
So the one question is, how was I able to see all this, with my super elven eyes? How much of this were my archers that are with me able to actually discern?
They can discern most of it as well.
Most of it.
Yeah.
Because until I'm sure that they can't tell what's going on, I'm just going to be like, they're doing great.
No. Oh, they absolutely see the carnage. You see a lot more detail than they do, but they see they can see the carnage. They can see the torches falling to the ground one by one. They
meant to do that.
Yeah, you can hear you can hear the screams even from where you are.
Screams of triumph.
And you can see that they don't quite believe you, but they really want to. They really want to.
I'm like, All right, now we know what happened, and I was right, and I'm still gonna be right. Everybody, man your post like we discussed.
Somebody tells you all of what happens, by the way, and you say that everybody mans their post as you discussed. It is a anxiety-ridden few hours as those armies march. You're all in your positions. You're waiting for the armies to attack.
All right, so if I'm just waiting like that, I would actually want to go from group to group and just say something.
How are you going to do that? Because are you going to move from your spot?
Well, yeah, if I have hours and hours to wait, yeah, I would move in each of the individual groups, and
Sure.
Getting back in plenty of time.
Okay.
But
Plenty of time.
But yeah,
We'll
and
make
then
it
as soon as the thing is in range, then suck them in. But
All right. So what are you going to say to the groups?
I'm just gonna go around. It's like I know we've lost friends today, companions, allies, heroes, but like I said, we are going to be known as the true heroes of this war. We together here are what stands between victory for all of our kinds, or there can be no other option, no other chance. There's no other outcome is acceptable here. So we cannot lose our resolve. We have to keep our courage. We have to remain united. It's something that's kind of uncomfortable for Fogsong to be saying.
Yeah, and Squire Tenpenny comes up from behind you, puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, "Remember, everybody, as long as there are men of faith defending this tower, it can't fall."
Oh my God! Why is he a vaudeville guy? He's
Yeah.
gonna start dancing.
You don't
now?
remember Squire Ten? You might not have been around when Squire Tenpenny showed up. Actually, you may have missed him. That might have been the day you weren't with us.
I think that was that day. Yeah.
I think it was too. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
Squire Tenpenny. That's how he talks.
I like it.
That's also why he didn't know Thomas Uth shit.
Yeah, that's why exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Makes sense.
Or Sir Stefan Normandeau. Who you should actually know the name of, because we play D&D with him every Sunday night. He still doesn't get it.
I got it.
I don't think you do.
I'm allowing you to continue.
Thank
Oh, yeah,
you,
I mean,
Xander Evercool. 100 bits, so 1 inspiration for the effort on the speech. Huzzah!
Huzzah! There you go, man. You got another. See, you're not gonna get controlled by this, or you're gonna control it.
So, let's cut to the armies are closer. The dragons are circling. What do you do?
I'm
Circling the tower?
enter into the hut and talk to my friend.
All right.
Are they circling the
it's
tower
showtime.
or are they circling the battlefield?
Well, they're circling the battlefields right now, heading toward the tower, but you don't see that because
Okay.
you're in your murder hole.
Hey, I'm definitely, I go on in and tell Tasselhoff to tell them to prepare for incoming and stick my hands on the orb.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
22.
Wow. That was,
The orb was waiting for
Really
me, and it's
good.
got answers.
yeah.
It's like I did
Um,
some research while you were away.
Yeah.
All right.
Missed you.
We're gonna get to that because this is all happening at the same time. So, and it takes some time for Fogsong to, connect with the orb. As we know, we wait for the little words. We wait for the hands. They connect in beautiful hand-holding fashion. He exerts his will over it. During this time, we see that there are a fairly large draconian force surrounding in the tower, working their way, trying to get through each area. There are a handful of knights in each one of these courtyards trying to defend it. The dragons circling around all of a sudden start to look around a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 4 of them that make their way beelined into these towers. I'm going to move you guys to another map.
All right.
Dun,
Travel by map.
Done.
Where's the map? Here we go. I think it's this one. All right. So, I'm going to move our friends at home here too. All right. So, this dragon flies into here. This dragon flies into here. Oh, you guys, we need to put you on your map where you are. We have 10. I gotta zoom in to see this.
We got ass.
Yeah, I know. I could not change that because Michael put that on there. We have Tasselhoff.
Michael, could you please remove your ass?
Here,
Don't remove it, just shake it.
Yeah, there you
we
go.
have him here. Him here. Flint down here. We have Curlithlon. Let's see, where's Curlithlon? Here's an open spot right here. All right, and for the rest, we have a whole bunch of wait, hold on. This dragon goes into this murder hole. And 1, 2, 3. This dragon goes into this murder hole. So we still have 2 dragons on the field. There is so all right now everybody who is in well, roll me damage because you don't even need to roll an attack. So basically, these dragons come flying in through these narrow hallways. Then the hallways get narrower and narrower. Their heads get stuck. Those that are on the end, which would be in the center, the sort of the I don't know, the 4 o'clock and then the 6 o'clock ones. So we have Will, Smeen, we have Jadek, and we have Flint. Flip the switch as the dragons go in. The portcullises close around their necks. These dragons can't get out. They let out a huge scream. They let out this huge burst, each one of them, of lightning, which bounces against the golden doors, which are shut. Fogsong and Sir Tasselhoff, you can feel the building shake with these explosions. I'm gonna need you to make another. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Everybody?
No, just you.
Or just me? Alrighty. I'm gonna do that again.
You want to keep that 8?
Nope.
All right. 15. That's all you need.
All right.
You bounce around a little bit, but you're able to keep your grip onto the dragon orb. The knights, Smeen, Jadek, and Flint, roll me your damage.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. We just get to roll damage. I'm down.
Yep.
Okay.
With the DragonLance, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that. Let's see what that is. I'm just going to roll it separately.
Roll
That's
a bunch
confusing.
of other die, yeah, because
Yeah,
it's not
that's-
showing up the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah, so all right, so
Basically,
I need
roll
7d12.
use your damage, and then roll another 66.
66? 66? Okay.
6d6.
You
Why
sure it's
won't-
not 66 damage?
You know what? It might as well be with some of these here.
I definitely don't like this new dice roller thing.
It's nice if it works the same way.
No, because before I could get it to where I don't see where I can type in the number of dice I want. It should give me
Michael,
choices.
talk about your book while I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Sure, I can do that. Got it on Amazon right now. It's called Fire Fallen. It's a story about a stable hand who becomes a knight. And in so doing, he actually learns more about himself and helps to defeat, perhaps, some evil. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he loses. You'd have to read it and find out. But it's Fire Fallen, and it's on Amazon. If you just search for Fire Fallen, Firefallen, it's the only thing on there named Fire Fallen. You can find that. There's
Yay.
also, at the same time, there's a book of poetry, Eternal Longings, if you're into that sort of thing. But Fire Fallen's the one to go for. Otherwise, if you want to just get some free adventures, I do have some of those over on DM's Guild. Frigid Zombies is the one to search for there. Frigid Zombies. And then you'll find everything else too. So that's what I have going on right now. Once again, that was Fire Fallen.
Let's take a look. Maybe I'm gonna go get your DM's Guild stuff. DM's Guild.
But yeah, that's what I got going on. How about
That's
you, Gary?
quite a bit.
Anything exciting? Anything new?
Exciting? No, nothing exciting. Adam and I will probably play Baldur's Gate again sometime soon
There you go.
on our wonderful series
Oh, I've been
of
playing
Adam
that.
and Gaz play Baldur's Gate 3.
And
What
how's
was-
that
what was
going
the
now, you
title?
guys? What's that?
What was
Frigid
the title?
Zombies.
Frigid. That's it.
Everybody done rolling their dice?
Yes.
Rolling what dice?
No, you don't have to because you're not in there.
Yeah, I know.
Shit. All right. So basically, yikes.
69.
The dragons. Yeah, baby. So the dragons fly in through. They are trapped in this chamber. You all, along with the knights, just start jabbing and jabbing and jabbing these dragon lances into their flanks. They scream in pain and anger. And they are dead.
Damn, right there.
All right. That's a
Blue
good
scales
round
for
one.
everyone.
All right, Boz Draconians are able to cut down some knights, and so are the other ones. So we're losing some knights here. All of a sudden, Curlithlon, flying up over to you on this battlement, you see this huge blue dragon. Looks a little familiar to you from your flight from, or from your, yeah, I guess your flight on the boat from Icewall, I guess it was, over to Southern Urgoth. A rider approaches, or is on its back, and it's hovering probably 10 feet away from you. The rider stands up on the back of this blue dragon. Again, it's sort of on like this, almost like this giant throne, almost like this chair. It unstraps itself and holds out a sword with one hand. With the left hand, takes off its helmet
By the way,
It is-
Yeah, Curly would have like the bow just.
Yep. Yeah, you're ready. You
ripped
just
out
don't
and
get to go
drawn,
yet.
and
Yeah. Oh, did you
Yeah.
roll? Everyone roll initiative or no?
No.
no.
All right. So roll
want-
initiative.
Okay.
$17.15. Love that.
I love how you have the flying fives on there. All right. Let me know when everybody's in.
Hey, it saved it. The name finally.
All right. Everybody in?
I'm in.
Hold on.
We'll just have Flint go on your turn, Jadek, because both of you
Okay.
are in the murder hole.
Well, we're not together.
Well, still, I'm
We're in
just gonna
different
I'm just gonna put you together just for the spirit of time,
Okay.
because Gaz only has another 15 minutes. 17.
That's why he's got to
Fine,
kill him
fine.
right now.
Yeah, that's why Curly's gonna die now.
Yeah. All right. So Saren, you're obviously doing your shit. Saren, I actually, because it's your turn after the Boz Draconians who kill some of the, a couple of the knights, not a ton. I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw, because there's a lot of pressure. You feel like the heat coming from your body, and this. Chris Andrew cheers 100 bits to who? Who knows? Maybe he'll put it in the chat.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Oh, we're
definitely
gonna
not
For
Yeah.
Curly. This is for Curly. All right.
Huzzah!
19.
All right, I got another one.
Don't give him any more. He's been saving these up. I'm just kidding. Give as many as you want. We need to pay our Zoom bill. 19 you got? All right. You're
19.
able to keep it together, but it is the power that is radiating through you is almost unbearable. But you, man, nothing
I'm an
rattles
elf.
you because you're a Sylvanisty elf, motherfucker.
I am an elf. I am the speaker of the Sylvanisty elves. I'm
You
not
say
just
this, and you originally rolled a nat 1, by the way, but then you used an inspiration point. We see what happened here.
Yeah. But but you know that for a moment I doubted myself, and I remember Lady Myrthanos had faith in me by signing my spell book
she
with
did.
her signature, and I rallied myself by that internal knowledge that the fate of my people are behind me. So I
good.
have faith in the Sylvanesti elves.
All right. Curlifon, it's your turn. You see this figure stand in this saddle, basically, holding its sword toward you. It is your turn. What do you do?
Well, I've got my bow already out. I'm saying, well, poor choice to just put yourself out like that, and I fire.
All right.
Oh, damn. So
Roll an
much for
attack.
love interest.
He doesn't.
I
know
haven't
that.
seen who it is yet.
Doesn't have any idea
And also,
who it is.
what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's
you know?
Will.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
ain't Smeen. I had hopes for a little bit more love.
Yeah.
You know.
I had no idea what Will's talking about. No idea.
The only love story here was Sir Earl.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
still
his
going on,
lady
right?
love,
It's
what's
still
her
going
name?
on.
That's a 22 to hit
Ooh, you hit.
for 10
Nice.
piercing damage.
All right. I gotta find her.
Now, can we count the dragon as an ally so he can get sneak attack?
Yeah,
Nice
right.
try.
That
What's the
20,
opposite of
snake
an ally?
damage would be
I
great.
guess. Oh, enemy. That's the word. Yeah.
Not like this is going to do anything but a little ping on whoever this person
Yeah.
is. that
You
is
you
standing
shoot
up.
it and it right into their shoulder. And we'll get to that in a second. Bozak Draconians, they kill a couple of the knights. Smeen, you're stabbing this dragon who's dying in front of you. Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot is saying, I wish I knew what was going on outside. Maybe I'll go take a look. And that's we'll get back to him momentarily. The rider pulls the arrow from their shoulder and drops it, and it clanks way down below. Blood is pouring down from this scale mail, this blue scale mail armor. They take off their helmet, and you see the crooked smile, the matted, sweaty, curly brown hair, the sparkling brown eyes of Kitiara Uthmatar.
Your love interest.
I was totally not expecting that. Never, not in a million years.
Well, Curly.
I don't think anybody was, right?
Everybody knew about it because we play our game on a stream, so it's kind of hard to keep secrets from people. But Curly would definitely be surprised.
Curly is extremely surprised. He just completely taken aback. I kind of feel like he has to make a wisdom check to actually be able to do anything besides kind of. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. I really feel like Curly is just completely in shock.
Yeah.
At this.
She says to him with her crooked smile, "Hello, lover. Long time no see." And that's all she does right now. However, it is Sky's turn.
Then you hear music like
Wow, wow. Yeah, brown chicken, brown cow.
Sky, who is her dragon, will use its breath weapon on you.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
good thing we gotta have that full rest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my boy? Here he is. I'm not even gonna make you do the frightful presence. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that because you got enough bullshit going on. You're not even really that. You don't even notice the dragon really. So this is going to be 12d10 lightning damage. I need a DC 19 dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
He's got this. My man's got this. Might
Based
as well
on
not even
your
roll no
roll.
damage. Don't worry about this.
Disadvantage on a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
All
no.
right. I'm gonna go ahead and use one inspiration. Let's try that again.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay, I'm gonna use another inspiration. Another inspiration.
oh,
There we go.
There you go. 22. Use them up. Use them up.
That's right. I used 3.
All right. So it's a lot of d10s. Holy shit. 83 divided by 2 is 41.
I'm sorry. I'm a rogue.
Yeah, he ain't taking no
I
damage,
take-
son.
0.
Yeah.
0.
Oh,
What's
Jim?
that skill called again?
it's called
Just being a rogue.
Fuck you.
E what?
It's called Fuck You, Mr. DM.
That would have been a lot of damage
Yeah.
if it hadn't been.
That would have been enough to knock me out. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. That
Yeah.
was the total was 83.
Total
So even if it
83.
was half, yeah.
What
I
a
would still be
great!
up.
Come on, let's just admire the rolls though. 10, 6, 10, 6, 8, 8, 3, crap. 7, 4, 2, crap. 10, 9.
Pretty
That's,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
Yeah, no, I'm
nothing.
really glad that you
Better
used
than
those
average.
up on a
For
on an
nothing.
attack that does nothing. Yeah.
For nothing.
He chooses to succeed.
There
We
you go.
have another blue dragon over here who is going to wipe out some knights. Jadek, you're stabbing. Sivak Draconians are moving in.
I'm stabbing.
Archers are shooting. They take out a couple of Draconians. Draconian Mage is moving in. Some Knights are moving in. They take out some Draconians. The K-Packs move in. They take out some Knights. Squire Tenpenny making a move. Bash Draconians coming in. I'm going to use one to see if they take out Squire Tenpenny. What do we say?
No,
Oh no.
no. You've
Not
got
Squire
DM
Tenpenny.
fiat.
No.
Just say he succeeds.
Let's
Like
see
I feel
what
like that.
happens. 2 short sword attacks.
He's going down.
13
And a
And a
crit.
crit.
Ooh.
The crit alone might do it.
Of course it is.
So that's 7 plus 3 is 10, which won't do it because although the 13 will also hit, Squire Tenpenny runs up for Solamnia, and the Bash Draconian just says, "Huh?" and then goes slash right down the chest, slash right down the chest. And Squire Tenpenny looks, and he looks up over at Sir Thomas Ushitz, and he says, "Well, I have to say it's been a pleasure serving you, sir." And then drops down dead.
That's just mean, Adam.
Yep.
Oh.
I just rolled the dice.
Yeah.
I didn't even know him.
Saren Fox song. Make me another wisdom saving throw if you want to keep this thing going.
Yeah, and I also ask about our these draconian things. If we've had enough time to study them and perhaps chase them away.
Well, with that
21.
wisdom saving throw, they start to get a little weird. Those of you outside, which is Curlithlon, who's not really paying attention, notice, but yeah, they seem a little confused. They're not really advancing, and they're looking at their swords as if they don't know what they mean. And things aren't working that well, and I'm gonna roll another wisdom saving throw here on this last dragon. Where's wisdom? Thank you, Chris Andrew, to Will for him to take care of Squire Tenpenny's funeral arrangements. Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Oh, poor Tenpenny.
Sure, I'll make sure he gets a decent burial, provided I stay alive.
15 is not enough. This last dragon flies into here, where Flint and his friends will be able to put some murder on him. Curlithlon, what are you going to do?
Yes. Okay, so yeah, Curlithlon, after Kitiara takes off her helmet, and he's just shocked, and then just barely shakes it off in time to leap out of the way of the lightning that comes out of out of Sky's mouth there, and then goes ahead and shoots at Sky.
Ooh. All right.
With one of my tasty DragonLance.
I was going to say, I was hoping you were going to use one of those. Now's the chance if there ever was one.
Exactly. And I'm gonna guess that a 17 does not hit.
Probably a good guess.
Yep. And we're gonna go ahead and use I got plenty of inspiration. Let's do that again. I'm gonna assume that a 24 does.
That is correct also.
All right. So yes, 24 hit. 15 piercing plus what are these dragon?
I think it's a
arrows
3d6 on top of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, you know what? I got to be honest. It just says 2d6 here.
Oh, you should have let me go with mine. All right, but it's 2d6.
I've got it written down right here.
Yeah.
You could look at it if you wanted to.
Nope. I trust you. If you're going lower, then yes, I trust you. Wow!
Oh, hey.
Great roll, double sixes for a 12. Nice work. So that's 27.
Yeah, he tumbles out of the way of the lightning and just grabs one of the dragon arrows and lets it loose right at Sky.
All right. Good move. Bozak Draconians kills a couple of knights. Smeen, you got a dead dragon on your hands, dude.
Okay. Now the way that these
you got to climb over. It's gonna be difficult to get out, but you will be able to get out.
There's that door that leads to the stairs to go up.
Yes.
And then I could go over and then go back down. That's what I was thinking I would do.
Yeah, you can do that.
So it'll take me a while.
Yeah.
What I want to do is these ones over here I know have just knights. So I'm going to try and go over to this one to make sure that that dragon gets killed.
Okay.
That's my primary objective, is to make sure that the dragons that are getting in are dying.
Got it. And you're able to go through the back hallways in order to do that, sure.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot of movement to do, so double
It
action.
will.
But you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see that this dragon basically is dead as well. You can. I'll even give you a bonus action to finish him off.
Cool.
Sir Tesselov Burfoot, waiting to open some doors. Kitiara again. I'd like to give you the opportunity, Kurlathan, in joining the winning side. What do you say?
Curly's like, yeah. I mean, kid, I don't know what's happened to you, but this is insane. What are you doing? This isn't you. How did this even happen?
A lot has happened since we left each other's sides, and she jumps off the back of the dragon and lands on the battlement next to you.
Yeah, and Curly would be just stepping back with the bow just aimed right at her.
Yep. And she says, "Last chance. Join me or die."
Kid, I'm never joining you. I'm never joining the dragon armies.
We could have ruled together, side by side. And she attacks. As soon as I could find her. Here she is. As a... she uses a two-handed longsword. And she has 3 attacks.
Oof. Run,
19.
Curly, run!
That'll hit.
18?
That'll hit.
Oh, fuck.
That's my armor class.
And a 17 will miss.
There you go.
But
19, 18, 17. Nice.
we're slowly making our way down. Not great, though. It's only 18 points of damage. Is that right?
To walk in the park.
1d10 plus 7. Yeah, I rolled a bunch of shitty damages there. Yeah. All right. Sky. Let's see if he gets his breath weapon back, right? Why not?
It's a two-handed weapon,
Yeah.
and it's doing a D10.
Yeah.
If she's
it's
using
a longsword. It's a longsword.
Okay, then that is correct. I was about to
Yeah.
say, if she's using a longsword, it's right.
Sky gets his breath weapon back.
Just,
And-
this guy's all like, just keep him steady.
And he's gonna shoot another. I'm gonna need you to make another
Not gonna happen.
dexterity saving throw.
It doesn't
Yep.
matter.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, he's got it.
Double crits!
Oh,
Double crits!
I feel like I should be
Should
getting
there be some
something
kind
for
of
that.
bonus?
I'm gonna give you an inspiration point for that. How about that?
Oh,
All right.
Inspiration, or you can get 2 attacks on your next turn. What are your?
No, 2 attacks in the next turn.
All right, good. There you go.
ooh.
I got plenty of inspiration.
The dragons are all being murdered. Jadok, your dragon's dead.
No, dragon's dead. Jadok will take his great axe and cut him off at one of the horns, and that's his new drinking horn.
Well, you're not going to. Well, sure. You're close to them. You can open up the portcullises and do that.
You
got
know, there's still a battle
Yeah.
going on here, Janet.
Hold
Come
on.
on.
Yeah, you'll get to it. You'll get to
Just
it.
carving up dragon corpses.
You'll get to it when he gets to it, man. What do you
I
want?
got a horn. I got a drinking horn.
We
I
gotta
got
get some steaks out of
Lots
here.
Blue
ooh,
drinking
yeah.
horn now.
All right. Well, put that on your character sheet.
All right,
All right.
and why not? He's also gonna rip out one of the fangs from his mouth.
all right,
Now
you-
he's ready.
There you go. All right. They're gonna do some damage. They're gonna do some
Yeah, he's
damage. Draconian Mage is gonna do some damage. Knights are gonna do some damage. Damage. Fog Song. I would like another Wisdom saving throw.
Here it comes. 18.
Ooh, it was a DC 17 on that last one. Yeah, these draconians start to really get a little fucked up right now. And some of them are dropping their weapons. They're looking around at each other. They don't really know what to do. One of them actually attacks another one. It's a very strange situation. Curlithon, what do you got going on?
Yeah, so Curlathon is still just going to be, kind of talking with Kit. Kit, I don't understand, but I'm not going to try to kill you. And he's going to be essentially staying away from her and continuing to attack Sky.
All right, how are you staying away from her?
Acrobatics, just flip back and
so you're
to the side and be shooting at Sky.
Bonus action disengage?
Sure.
Okay. And attack
because
Sky.
I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn a.
Yeah, you're gonna need to.
Inspiration there. 1, 2, 3. Come on.
There
we
you
go.
go.
There's a hit.
You got to be running.
3 more
low.
burned.
For 14. Oof. Oops.
Yeah. 14 damage.
Doesn't he get a second attack?
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. No. That with one of the dragon arrows. What am I saying?
Oh yeah, so add some more damage to that.
And actually, I messed up
36.
last time because there's another 2 on top of the d6.
Oh, +2. Yeah.
Yeah, plus another 2. So
We'll call it 6 because you did the other one last time.
yeah.
All right, and you do get a second attack this turn since that's what you.
That's
asked
right.
for.
Let's get that other one with another dragon arrow.
19.
Did 19 hit?
Just makes it. Just makes it.
Okay, and one more dragon arrow.
So 13 plus
another 9.
which is what, 22?
22 for this one.
Yeah, nice. All right. This dragon, by the way, seems pretty cool. He's fine still.
He seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
All right. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it. I'm dancing around the battlements.
Bozak stop actually attacking at this point. They're getting a little fucked up. Smeen.
Yeah. Am I over? I figured it'd take me 2 turns to get over there.
I'm gonna give
And
you
you
one turn. You're already over there. You
you
see
the
it's
man.
dead. You see it's dead. That's what was turn 1.
Cool. Then I'll tell it, good job, boys. And then I'll start heading over to the last one.
All right.
1,
So
2,
Tasselhoff.
3, 4. That'll be it, and then we'll have to fight the other 2.
All right. Sir Tasselhoff is doing shit. Kitiara walks up. Please, Curlithon. Bromenard gives 100 bits to Gaz for another inspiration point. God damn it, Bromenard. You're not helping anything
Huzzah!
besides Gaz.
They're helping everyone except you, Adam.
She says, last chance. Join us. Don't fight us. Yes or no?
I mean, we've already been over this. I'm not joining you.
You're just starting to sound desperate now.
She says, well,
A little bit, yeah. It's a little bit unattractive, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh.
and then she looks and just shakes her head. It could have been fun. And attack 1. 14. I may use an inspiration point. I'm going to do it. This is for killing Talon Covington 25 years ago.
Fair enough. Use
One of
them
the
all up.
early
Let's go.
Covington.
That was for Gary. That was for Gary only.
The first of the Covingtons.
Oh, and Chris Andrew cheers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to me for Kit Needs to Be Awesome. Huzzah!
No. What?
Uh-oh.
Even
There's no huzzah.
no, there's a huzzah from me. All right, hold on.
Oh.
Redoing this. 25.
I mean,
Hits.
yeah, that's gonna hit.
Second attack. 30. Holy shit. Hits.
Yeah.
Third
Yeah.
attack. 21.
Also hit. So that's 3 successful attacks. Yes.
Oof. 1. What's with these rolls? What is this with this? Oh. When you roll, you also take an extra 2d6 slashing damage, which I forgot the last time.
No, it's when you roll a 20.
Oh yeah. Oh, that sucks. This weapon sucks. All right. Anyway, it's 28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. Wow. Yeah, Curly's not feeling great, but he's still standing.
He's
Still trying to convince
standing.
Kit that this is crazy.
Yep. All right. Sky goes. Let's see if he gets another. No, doesn't have another one. And Kitiara says, "This is between me and him." And Sky, you can see, is just breathing smoke as he's ready to fucking tear you to pieces, but he does not move until Kitiara says he can or is dead. Blue dragons are dead. Jadok. Bromenard gives another
Jadok ran over.
100 bits for
Yeah,
inspiration
huzzah.
to Gaz. Huzzah!
Nice. Huzzah. Nice.
Speaking of
Oh, yeah,
music,
that's
Jadok
disappeared.
runs over to the other murder chamber to see what Flint's doing, which we forgot about. Flint was supposed to go on Jadok's turn there. I'm guessing Flint's killing this thing over here.
Yeah, it's already
Or should
dead.
I roll?
It's dead. We'll call it dead. He can go out and
All
attack
right.
other things, but
Cool.
so Flint
All right,
is so
so-
Flint's basically running
Yes.
out and
Jadok
attacking.
will join the forces outside.
All right, so you are. We're gonna keep moving along because
Jadok and Flint are
it's
both
getting late.
running outside to join the forces.
All right.
Yes.
Draconians, archers doing shit. The Draconians are really in disarray right now. Chris Andrew gives another 2 to me. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
It's just a bidding war now.
I know, I'm
Wow.
up to 10. Even Bromenard just responded LOL. K-Pax, Draconians are fucked up. Saren, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw for me, my friend.
All right, here it comes. 22.
Ooh. Yeah, these Draconians are starting to go after each other now.
Well, I like to think they're all seeing me in their minds, and it's just freaking them the hell out.
Basically, not even like seeing minds, all of the other Draconians look like you, which is why they're trying to kill you. Bromenard, by the way, gives 200 bits to Gaz for 2 more inspiration.
Ah,
And it is Curliflon's
Oh.
turn.
Okay. Yeah, Curly is still, dodging and weaving, getting out of the way, still trying to attack the dragon. And it's, Kit, I don't know what they've done to you. I don't know what has happened, but you can still come back from this. I don't know what's happened, but just you can join us. That might make sense. And then he's going to shoot again at Sky.
All right.
And yeah, one more dragon arrow, the third one.
Chris
6,
Andrew
so this'll be-
cheers 3 to me. Huzzah!
Hey, this time though I hit the first time I
Holy
didn't need to
shit.
use one.
Yeah, that hits. So 12
And
plus
so-
your...
Yep, that's an extra 9. So a total of 21.
All right.
And again, yeah, just, disengaging, dodging out of Kit's way, firing at Sky.
All right. Bozaks are killing each other. Smeen,
Cool. So I take it I get over there, and is that other one dead?
he's dead, dude.
All right. Well, then
Kirby.
I will get the whatever guys that are here that are left, and I guess at this point in time, I'm going to come out here with the guys that are left, and to just go down to this area
Move your token. I don't know what you're talking about.
right here.
All right, so you're moving out to start to attack enemies out there.
I want to grab the rest of the guys that were in there, if there are any.
Yeah, they'll come out with you.
'Kay.
To attack.
'Kay.
Kitiara says,
Goodbye.
300 for Gaz for Bromenard. Huzzah! Holy shit!
Ah.
Bromenard does not want Gaz to die. Chris Andrew, on the other hand, says fuck you, Gaz.
Yeah, that's
That's
all right.
fair.
Curlithlon, our longest running PC, by the way, except for Garel, who we haven't seen in a while. All right, Kitiara is going.
Yeah. Oh, that's dear.
Crit with 32. Chris Andrews says nobody calls Kit ugly. Ha ha! Second
Yeah, I
attack.
just said it was an unattractive trait.
14 will miss. Chris Andrew, another 4 for me. Huzzah! Oh, that's a 17. I'm going to use
No.
one right now. Oh.
No. Okay, fair enough.
This is sad. I'd like Curlithlon. I don't want Curlithlon.
Curly is totally getting taken
26.
out in this attack.
Bromenard, 400 for Gaz. Now, Gaz, I'll
I mean,
give you the
at least
opportunity.
he's not going to fail any of his death saves.
I'll give you the opportunity of rolling against my rolls
Oh, okay.
if you want. You want me to you want to use
Yeah.
them to re-roll me?
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can also use them to re-roll again. We can just keep going back and forth until
We
we're
gotta
out
use
of
these
the-
things, man.
All right, so you're gonna use one. I'm
Can't
gonna
take them
re-roll.
with us.
Mark it off.
Okay, I used one of those.
I got a
I
22.
still have a bunch.
22.
Okay,
You
I'll
can
use
just
another
turn
one.
that crit into a not crit would be fine.
14.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one now.
Oh yeah, and I'm knocking down that crit.
No, we already said that was too late. We already
All
got
right,
that
fine,
crit
we can't knock
stays.
down the crit.
I came up with this idea after the crit, and then we
Fair
all know
enough,
that
fair
my
enough.
rules are completely random and
Yeah.
are upon my whim. All right, so I'm going to use one to re-roll that. Your 14. 16.
No.
I'm going to use another one. I have to. This is nothing personal, Gaz, but they.
No, you should.
Chris Andrew
You
has
absolutely
spoken.
should.
He's given a lot of money for us to
Yeah.
fight this out.
Absolutely would in your position.
Yeah. 27.
Wow, I'm gonna knock that down.
All right. I'll re-roll. 26.
Gonna knock that down. This is like an extended sequence of Kit just trying to get
Yeah,
in there, and I'm just
this is like this parrying and 21.
And they stop
it
to
down.
flirt occasionally. It's
Yeah.
It's like
Knowing
Daredevil
looks.
and Elektra in that the whatever that not the season of Daredevil, but that other shitty thing with like the Defenders was. That was
Right.
the last episode was the only good part of the whole thing. 24.
Knocking it down.
You gotta be running low.
I'm I'm in single
18.
digits now.
Yeah, I'll take it. 18.
Yeah, knocking it down.
29.
Knocking it
Bromenard
down.
gives you 500 more.
All right, that replenished me nicely. I'm back in double digits.
So far, I just have the crit. I have no, and I'm still on my second attack.
Right, this is number 2. I'm
28.
knocking that 28 down.
18.
Knocking it down.
18.
Oh my god, what you knocking it down?
I'm rolling very well. 29.
29, knocking it down. How many do you have left?
60. I have 14 left.
Oh jeez.
Uh,
I can't outspend you.
16.
That does not hit. That does
All right, I'm gonna use one of mine to try to hit you. I'm down to 15 now. 18. That's a
Oh
hit.
Jesus, I'm knocking it down.
Inspiration battle, says Sander
It
Evercool.
is.
kind of is, yeah.
Oh, I gotta roll again. I was waiting for you to do something. 22.
Knocking it
I
down.
am doing
I'm just,
so
I'm
well
just using
tonight
them all
on
up
these hits
here.
against you.
Oh no, knocking it down. Sorry.
Crit! Oh, boo! All right, 26.
Knocking it down. I'm almost there.
400 more to Kaz! By Promenade, huzzah! 25. I cannot miss tonight, guys. When it
Knocking
comes to
down
hitting
the
Gary.
25. Okay, still got him.
20. That's another hit.
Knocking it down.
19.
Knocking it down.
31.
Knocking it down.
28.
Knocking it down. And
19.
I'm letting it hit. I have one left. I'm holding on to my last
All right,
one.
that's 2 hits. Last attack. 17.
Oh. You gonna do it? You should do it. You should totally do
Did
it.
that miss you?
That misses.
I gotta hit you then with the 4.
Yeah.
I got 15 left. I can't just pocket them. Chris Andrew wants you dead.
I know.
21.
Yeah, that's it. That hits.
All right, so that's 1 crit,
Yep.
which is what? That's not right. 1d12 plus 7. 19 plus. Sorry, let me write this down. We got 19 damage plus. I didn't hit any. Well, I got 120, so that's plus 2d10, which we'll do right now. Oh, hold on, that's 2d20. That's wrong. Hold on, that's mean. 15. So we're up to 34.
Yeah, I'm already down.
All right, so you were.
I mean, and there's no way that it's going to be enough on that third one to be, killing me outright. So
No. But you will be down. 20 sides to every story is rating with a party of 19 as we're ready to wrap up. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
You guys
I
just
know,
missed
right?
an
Raiders, you
epic,
just missed
an
a real
epic
extended
battle.
inspiration battle.
Yeah, where we had 2 chatters inspiring me and then inspiring Gaz to keep the fight going. Curlathlon is knocked unconscious by Kitiara Uthmatar, who they had a little fling. And that is 100 bits to Gaz. Kill her dragon. Huzzah. Good luck
Huzzah.
being unconscious.
And with that, I gotta go.
And with that, we are all going to go. But Gaz, go ahead. We'll see you next time. Guys, what a great... let me put this on so we can see all of us. I don't know how we can do that. Rule 20 only. Here we go. This is a test. Oh, I always take that off.
That was this is a test. Yes, Bromenard. Unfortunately, he is no mas.
So, guys,
The
what
sun is stern.
a game here in Atomic Peanut Butter presents Dragonlance: Dragons of War, conclusion, part 1.
Very true.
Curlathlon is down. Thank you guys so
But
much.
not
That was
dead.
a lot of fun for you guys participating in that mano-a-mano battle between the two of them. Curlathlon kind of out on an island up to him, basically himself right now, to see if he can survive death saving throws, which we will come up with next time. And the good news is the dragon armies are in a bit of disarray. The dragons, other than Sky, are dead. But
Wasn't there one
overall,
more?
things are not going so great for our guys.
Yeah, I thought we killed 3 of them.
No, we
No,
killed
you got
5.
You got
Five
all
dragons.
5. You got all 5.
We got all 5.
But it wasn't there
so is
7?
one more.
No, 6.
I thought
6
there was
total,
6.
5
There's
dragons.
6 total, yeah.
And then
Cool,
there's the
so-
boss dragon.
So,
And
Hey,
the
I ain't gonna
Custodians are
complain.
wandering around confused.
yeah.
One less dragon is.
And what
is
more
good
do you
by me.
expect from this wizard? He's
Yeah.
killed 5 dragons and
Getting
the draconians.
Really getting a hold of this dragon orb was huge for you. Now, it could have gone really bad, but you've got some good rolls, and you used inspiration points. And they're
Well,
bonuses
he's
as
got
well.
inspiration. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's safe and fair to say that it's all because of the listeners.
Yes.
Because if it wasn't for any of these inspirations, they'd all be dead.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
There
absolutely.
would not have been as successful as we were. No.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with us on D&D Fridays for Dragonlance. Nope, I lied to you. From Take Two, from Atomic Peanut Butter presents Dragonlance: Dragons of War. Next time we will present Conclusion Part 2. Conclusion. I guess we call it. But who knows what's going to happen. But yes, Chris Andrew, that was an epic battle between Curly and Kit. It really was. That actually exceeded my expectations for that battle. And I was really hoping that Curlithon would put himself up on those battlements and not hide himself somewhere in the murder holes.
Himself.
And Brominar did everything he could to help Curlithon. I just was rolling rocks tonight. Next week, we are going to take a break from Dragonlance because we don't have Michael. And we're going to be playing Eberron, Morgrave Mythos, where Gary is going to get his revenge on me because he is the DM and I am the player. And I'm a little nervous now about what's going to happen.
You should be.
Because Gary is very vindictive. I've known Gary for a long time. He was my roommate in college. And you know Gary. He is a vicious, bloodthirsty animal.
I've gotten that.
Gary's actually a very sweet
Yeah.
man. But I wouldn't blame him for getting vindictive. Although if I had an opportunity to kill Michael after he killed 2 of my characters, that's right, 2 of my characters last Sunday.
Ate them both.
Ate them both. I would have killed Michael's character. So anyway, we'll see what happens next time. If I have an opportunity to kill Michael's character, I still have 14 inspiration points, so I'm happy to use them against Mike. All right, but anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Please join us next week as we play Eberron, Morgrave Mythos, and then I believe we are back, although minus maybe Will. Next on the 3rd, which I think is the first Friday of October. But anyway,
October 6th.
6th.
Is that what it is? You have
Third's a Tuesday.
You've given me so many wrong dates, Will, during this process.
It's the same date. I posted it and then I looked it up and I told you. So I don't know where this wrong date stuff's coming from.
I may be just thinking of the wrong dates and blaming
You
it on you.
just
That is
wanted to be
possible.
wrong.
That is
You wanted
possible
to
that
be
it's
wrong.
entirely my fault.
Is there something important happening next Tuesday? Because that's the 3rd. You might want to think on that.
Maybe it is.
Hey, you don't have an anniversary coming up, Adam?
No, that's in June.
Okay.
Turn on the hype train feature if you'd like to get a chance. I thought we had the hype train on. I saw the hype train going, but then it stopped at like 82%. Xander Evercool says great session once it got rolling. Well, come on, we got rolling really early on. Great job setting the scene, Adam.
Ultimate
Damn dragon. Next time, guys, don't let Kit escape. Great idea. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us on D&D Fridays. For Will.Player.
What?
Michael,
Don't know what
Kemchan,
that
and
was.
Gaz. That was pathetic, really.
It was. I'm going to find something.
I am Adam saying good night. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another's. And we will see you next time on Dragonlance. Bye-bye.
I know.
Adios. Shoosh.
All right, bye, guys. What was that?